About my audio. How y'all doing this morning? Uh, 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 uh. I'll be good. That's right. We rock hits. Tell me how nasty it gets. All the way from my hood to your neck of the woods. What? One thing's for sure. I'll be uh. It's Friday, y'all. What's going on? It's your boy Boogotti NYC. And like I always tell you, y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came in to chill with me this Friday, I appreciate you. Trump. Why is Trump threatening to boom Iran's oil fields? It's time for us to get into it, you guys. Let's go. What we got to do this morning? I want to see who was in the building. Let me know about my audio, baddie. If you in the building, if anybody here, let me know about this audio. If you guys can hear me, let me know if you guys can hear me out there. And open up those pores. Uh, uh, we gotta open up those pores. That's right, you guys. Y'all heard me. It's time to get into it this morning. It's time. We jumping right into it. We not even playing around. Trump, why is Trump threatening Iran to boom boom Iran? Okay, thank you so much, baddie. I feel a little discombobulated until I hear her say, until I look over there and I see audio is good. Because you never know if you're just talking to yourself. It's Friday, everybody. How we doing out there? We got a lot to get into this morning. Come on in, because y'all know what we got to get into. We got to get right into those prayers. Anybody who want to make sure you're a part of it, come on in, you guys. Come on in. And I hope you guys saw the updates and everything that we got going on our Discord. So yes, I'm gonna get you guys time to come on in, because we got to get those morning prayers in for this morning Friday, you guys. Let's go. Without any further ado, because you know we can't do nothing until we give it up. So let's get it in right now, you guys. We're praying for love. We're praying for happiness. We're praying for peace. We're praying for understanding and each other. We're praying for commitment, and we're praying for, let's go with some real patience today. Let's work on patience and let's work on community together. This way we can actually speak patiently and try to work things out. We also want to pray for health as well as our animals. So who we praying for early this morning, 6 o'clock? Let's go, you guys. We got Ad Rains in the building. Good morning. We got Miss Keisha up in here this morning. God bless you as well. Rebecca Lanyen Bueno. I see you right there. Miss Swanza, how you doing this morning? 55 Coffee House, Lisa Roy, always active. Rebecca Lanyen, Miss Swanza. I said it already, but I can't say it enough. Like Mark Dorfman, how you doing? Teddy Marcel. Teddy, I see you working hard. I know what you're doing. So let me keep that audio up so Teddy can hear us since he's driving. Okay, Flav, Batty Lynn. Who else we got up in the building? We got Miss Keisha up in here. Crystal Frost, how you doing? Good morning, Sam Champion. Ready and at work. Ready to get to work, you guys. Well, where Winter Rising at? Where's Winter Rising at? I'm looking for Winter Rising. Andrew Beeman is up in the building. I ain't see Liberty and Justice. Got to pray for Casey Ramos. Also, Mr. Spilker, can't forget about Mr. Spilker. Also, Mark Dorfman, Terry, can't forget about Luigi, Ad Rains, can't forget about people like Coin Collective, as well as try to get one more out there. Dot Focus, you guys. Let's keep on going. VG, also RV. I see you, RV, up in the building. Sweet RV. VG, I Armenia Boyd. Okay, let's keep on moving, you guys. Amen. Amen. Let's get it in, you guys, because we got a lot to cover today, and I'm just hoping you guys are ready. It's Friday, y'all. We got a lot to get into, so I'm not even going to play around. Y'all know what I'm about to say, right? I got 5 on it. I'm going to stack 5 videos at a time. I'm going to ask you guys to stay on topic, stay on point. Let me know where you're chiming in from. Why? Because I love to go and get content from where you are, whatever state, region, anywhere that you are. Basically, I just love to do it. Also, do me another favor. Let me know what time it is, because it's 6 o'clock here in New York, but that does not mean it's 6 o'clock where you are. That's right, you guys. We live here in New York. I know you hear the 18-wheelers and moving around, because yes, we are in the city that never sleeps. We're going to keep on moving today. Okay, we got Friday morning coming in today. So now What else do I have to say? What did I forget? I think I went through everything. So you know what that means, right? Let's get into these titles. Let's get right into it. We're gonna keep the party going, keep things flowing. Now we're gonna get into this right here. Let's get into these titles. What we got over here? Why is Trump threatening to boom Iran's oil fields? Seems like a lot of oil back and forth, you guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a little done with Iran. I'm a little done with the boom boom. I think we need to try to figure out a way for us to get it over with because I'm tired of hearing about it and reporting it. I don't know how many other people are, but I'm sure there's many other people that are here to feel the same way. Let's keep on moving forward to other topics that are crazily exploding in the news today. We got Eric Swalwell and Garcia. Are they the only bad apples in the lawmaker bunch? No, 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 no. They are not the only ones because we got some more. As we now have a new onion, yep, right next to the Epstein onion. This one is Swalwell and people in the administration and different lawmakers. All we're doing is continuously peeling at this onion, and we're finding so many people. So guess what, you guys? That and much more. But let's get to our last one on our thumbnail, which has to do with the Ukrainian president who says AI robots actually captured and retook Ukrainian land from Russian soldiers. That's pretty crazy. Talking about technology on the war field, right? Dead serious, you guys. I saw the video. It's crazy. It's intense. Made him drop down like, look, think about it. It's a robot coming up on you. Not nobody that you can speak to, right? Have no other choice but to surrender. Crazy. We got the video footage. Much, much more. It's Friday, you guys. Get your water, your coffee, tap in. It's time to do it, you guys. Hope you guys had a fantastic evening. I know I did. So without any further ado, let's break into our top stories, which are, yes, finally, a story that we've been following since the conception. We're talking about Celeste Rivas and the artist D4VD. That's right, David, who has been locked up, and I don't know if they're letting him out. Watch your head. Exactly. We got David, the singer, known as David, who's been arrested for the charge of murder in Los Angeles. Let's get right into it. We're not playing this morning, you guys. You know how we started off. We get right into it now, and let's do it. What we got?
Major breaking news now. Detectives from the Los Angeles Police Department Robbery Homicide Division have arrested singer David Burke for the murder of Celeste Rivas. Burke is being held without bail. The case will be presented to the DA's office on Monday for filing consideration. You may remember, and we've been reporting, Rivas's body was found in the trunk of David's car in September of last year. She was only 14 years old. Again, this breaking news just into our newsroom. We're working to get more information, and we'll continue to follow this story.
We do want to go ahead and bring in now ABC's Alex Stone on the phone to speak more about this case. Alex, you've been following this from the very beginning. What can you tell us as far as this breaking information goes this afternoon?
Well, Mark and Michelle, yeah, sources are telling us that this is based off of evidence that the LAPD was able to gather and put together and now is going to be presenting to the LA County DA for a filing decision on Monday. This was not from any kind of indictment. We know that the case had gone to a grand jury. It was expected that there might be an indictment coming sometime soon. We were thinking in the last couple of months or in the next few weeks. This was not from that. We are told that this is evidence that they have been compiling going back to when her body was found last September, that now they have reached the point where they believe they have probable cause and it's gone to the DA.
All right. And so a lot of people wonder,
15 years old when she was found. 15 years old, y'all.
you know, so many things seem to point to him. Why did it take them this long to make the arrest? We know they're pretty methodical about how they do things.
Music artist, David.
Yeah, it's a good question. One of the things that they were waiting on, Mark, was the cause of death. And there was difficulty reaching that cause of death, not to get too graphic, but her body was in multiple parts. It was in, we know from court documents, 2 different body bags in the front trunk of that Tesla when her body was found. So it was difficult for the medical examiner to determine the cause of death. So they had to prove or be able to show to the DA that she was murdered, that it wasn't something else where, let's say that she overdosed and then somebody freaked out and put her body in that trunk. They have to be able to prove that it was murder. They now believe that they can do that.
Now, what's crazy is if you could look at these video scenes, you can see he's depicting things like this in his music. And he had something that looked just like what happened in a video, in a music video.
All right.
Yeah, we also know, David, as many entertainers do, had an entourage of people around him at times. I know some other.
It's the musical way of doing it. That's why Jay Smoke, it's like his way of doing it. Instead of DAVID, he did D4, just the way that he wants to do it.
Individuals have been considered as drivers of this vehicle or either around. Any information on possibly how this could impact other people that David was around that also may have been around Celeste Rivas?
Michelle, we don't know yet, and if there are any other arrests that are going to be coming in this case. We know that there were a number of witnesses who came and testified in front of the grand jury. Again, that this was not an indictment, that this is probable cause that the LAPD put together and moved forward on. But during the grand jury proceedings, which are secret as they're ongoing, that there were a number of other people who came forward, those who are close to David, friends of David, family members of his were subpoenaed to go in front of the grand jury. So if there are other arrests that could be coming, we don't know. But as of right now, he is the only one that we know of under arrest.
All right. Singer David under arrest. Alex Stone, ABC News. Thank you.
Yeah, this fool done made a video about it and everything like that. But what's crazy is there's like people that actually dispel and look into craziness like that. Let's get into some politics, but we always make sure that we pray for the souls of the people that are lost, especially for underage children that should not fall victim to things like this. So yes, we want to pray for Celeste, all of her family members, and we hope that they're coming to closure now that they found out what's going on. And we're going to hope that we find out much more as we follow this case the way that we always do. Amen. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. That's right. Let's go. Let's get them double taps up because we're starting early today. I don't know if y'all want to see the scrub board or if y'all trying to see some decals or whatever like that, but let me know. Either it's the scrub board or free keychains and decals. Let me know what's up, y'all. That's right. We're in a happy spirit right now. Let's try to get our spirits back up. Just because people like that do things not like that does not mean we're going to let that come into our aura at all. We're going to keep on moving forward and that's right, you guys. Let's get on over to Washington. Controversy. Okay, got some controversy coming on over here. Almost stuttered. We got President Trump, like no other, who speaks on camera before traveling to Las Vegas for tax day. You got this event coming up where he says he's not sure if there's going to be, if the ceasefire with Iran needs to be extended. I don't know, Mr. Trump, because you know how it is, though. That WAR thing, there's a lot of flip-flopping going on.
Mr. President, would you meet with the Pope?
Come on, y'all, slide it. Get in here.
I don't think it's necessary.
Mr. President, you spoke with Prime Minister Modi just a couple of days ago. What was the conversation like? What is it that is on the table now?
I had a very good talk with him, and he's a friend of mine from India, and he's doing great. We had a very good conversation.
Extending the ceasefire with Iran.
With who?
With Iran.
We're doing very well, I can tell you. Maybe it'll happen before that. I'm not sure it needs to be extended. Just so you know, Iran wants to make a deal, and we're dealing very nicely with them. We've got to have no nuclear weapons. If we do, that's a big factor. And they're willing to do things today that they weren't willing to do 2 months ago.
I think
they will. I think it's going to be.
Let's go ahead and hit that like button on the way in. All you got to do is double tap your screen, y'all. It's going to be a good Friday today. Let's go.
Actually, it's very exciting because it's 48 years. We're going to be meeting with Bibi Netanyahu, as you know, and the president of Lebanon. And I had a great talk with both of them today. They're going to be having a ceasefire, and that'll include Hezbollah. And I think it could be number 10 for me.
Do you have any news regarding peace in Ukraine?
Ukraine is moving along. I wish they could get along, frankly. A lot of people are dying in Ukraine. We'll see what happens. There are things happening there. We're focused we're focused so much right now on Iran, seeing if we can get that completed. And I think we're going to
Got
and I think if you look, the stock market is good. The oil prices are coming down, and it's looking very good that we're going to make a deal with Iran, and it's going to be a good deal. It's going to be a deal with no nuclear weapons.
In-person round of negotiations on the war in Iran. When will
They're
that
all
take place?
important. I mean, it's not a question of around. All of them are
When will
important.
the next in-person
Probably,
meeting take
maybe
place?
over the weekend.
Will you send a
Just so you understand, the blockade has been incredible. It's hell. They're not doing any business. They're unable to do any business because of the blockade. And so the combination of having no Navy, having no Air Force, having no anti-aircraft equipment, they have nothing. Everything
Rebecca says, second underscore coming. Good morning from Rebecca Lanya Bueno in Grand Rapids, Michigan. What's up, sis?
is gone, including their leaders. Now they have a new set of leaders, and we find them very reasonable.
And Sweet RV Adventures knows like anybody else knows. We only go 2 minutes, but we gave the president more time than that. Also, it knows if your name is Sweet RV Adventures, you know about them gas prices. Exactly. Sweet RV is like oil prices most definitely are not down. That's why I love the chat, because you guys keep it funky. 100% Dundee. And yes, you need to go over to the Discord and let YouTube know that you didn't like what happened to your favorite channel the other day. We're doing what we say we do. Everybody who over here right now that understands what I'm talking about. We said that we were going to stick together, right? That means if you had a problem, we were going to copy paste the email and send it from our email addresses, right? So that means that we need to start the first one of these chain emails going on. Let YouTube know. You are legal at youtube.com. We did not like the fact that you guys heard our channel the other day. He did nothing wrong. All he did was play the video. The host had nothing to do with holding plow. It's already in the Discord. What I'm trying to say is, I would like for you guys, join our Discord if you already are a member of the Discord. There's already a post up right now. That's right, it's up right now, and it explains what happened really quickly, so you guys can go ahead and copy paste, put your name there, and send it from your email address. Numbers mean something. Women lie, men lie, numbers don't lie. You guys know what happened the other day, if you know what I'm talking about. If not, I'll come on a little later and explain it when we get a little deeper, because we got more to get into with the president over at Maria Bartoli. They did an interview. We're getting little pieces and dribs and drabs, but we're okay with that. We got Trump, who says he wants to thank the Pakistan leaders for hosting the talks and said it was very successful, and he claimed the breakthrough, what was that? A monumentum. Let's say that a monumentous time. I don't know what he's trying to say right there, but that was the word. What is that? Momentum in Iran talks. Okay, let's go.
I want to compliment the people of Pakistan on their leadership,
morning,
the Prime
everybody.
Minister
Good
and
morning.
the Field Marshal are great people. They're close to Iran, and they're trying to work something out. And I think they're being very successful at doing it.
Now we poking them.
And that's President Trump with me in my exclusive interview yesterday, thanking Pakistani leadership for helping to facilitate negotiations between the U.S. and Iran. Pakistan is pushing to host a...
They just sent me an announcement this month saying congratulations on 15 years of being on YouTube. I only got 72,000 subscribers. I done spent over 20 grand in promo. I got music and everything on this joint. I never did nothing wrong. I got a strike on my joint. Don't deserve it. First time ever, 15 years. I'm not playing. I already hit them up yesterday. They was like, we're gonna look into it again. Yeah, so if you guys get behind that, we got a chance. I'm not poking the bear, I'm right. This is what I do now. You guys see it. When it wasn't here, it was almost nothing to all of us. So let's go for it and act like we know what we're talking about. We're doing nothing wrong, the same way I did nothing wrong the other day. And that's how my comments are. That's all I'm saying. Look into it and see that. That's all I'm asking.
Another round of talks between the U.S. and Iran could happen in the coming days. Talks are ongoing. Pakistan's Prime Minister
and they throttling your boy for something I did not do. I don't be getting no 15 and 20,000. It's crackhead numbers. Got to do this for 15 days to get back to where we at. It's not fair, yo. It's not. And I lost my Guinness position. I'm not playing with that.
traveling to Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and Turkey for a 4-day diplomatic tour, urging other leaders to remain engaged with the United States and Tehran. And joining me now to get ahead of that is the finance minister of Pakistan, Mohammed Aurangzeb, joining us right now. And Minister,
How about Muhammad? We had enough of that. I think I took that episode myself. Sorry about that, but let's keep going. First, we flip, then we flop, because now Iran threatens to stop trade in the U.S. due to the blockade. Let's keep on moving forward with the news. I said what I had to say. I appreciate that. Let's keep on moving forward. I don't do nothing wrong over here but promote the news, say a couple of jokes, rid people a little bit. But boy, don't be doing nothing. If I had the swammy in this video, then I'd be wrong. They got me for a swammy I ain't even have. It was on y'all video that y'all okayed for somebody else to play. Come on, get your mind right.
Now, let's check in on the war with Iran. So, for many people, there may be a big hope for an end to this fighting, but this has been a very active war on words on both sides.
Yeah, certainly. This morning, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff says that we're ready to resume fighting, quote, at any moment's notice, while Iran threatens to stop all trade to the U.S. due to the blockade. But the good news here is that Israel and Lebanon are expected to meet for the first time in decades in a push towards peace.
But the question that remains, could the war end? Could it? Here's ABC's Ian Pannell.
Yeah, hi guys. I think there's at least a lot of verbal optimism of an end to the wars in Iran and Lebanon, a lot of hope, certainly in this region, but we've had a lot of false dawns before as President Trump really tries to ramp up the pressure to make a deal over Lebanon and over Iran overnight, saying that the leaders of Israel and Lebanon would speak probably on the phone for the first time in 34 years at some point today. But so far, that hasn't been confirmed and hasn't happened. Meanwhile, Israel launching more attacks in Lebanon, hitting this key bridge linking the south with the rest of the country, also ordering more people to leave their homes. Over 1/5 of the population has been driven from their homes by Israel's
Going on
military
everywhere, you guys.
operations
It's too much.
inside Lebanon. And this morning, we also have a senior delegation from Pakistan in Tehran for more meetings. Now, I think this is very important because President Trump has given Pakistan this vital role as mediator. The head of Pakistan's armed forces is there leading that delegation, someone that President Trump has personally praised. So let's see what comes out of that as President Trump hints at a second round of peace talks between the US and Iran, telling Fox News he thinks the war's very close to being over. But the US, of course, also ramping up the pressure on the Iranian regime, enforcing this tight blockade. The chairman of the Joint Chiefs, Dan Kane, saying they'll go after any Iranian flag vessel elsewhere in the world as well. President Trump saying that they'll punish other countries who purchase Iranian oil. And we also know the US is sending thousands more troops to the region. So in some sense, it's a carrot and stick approach, putting pressure on Iran and trying to give them an incentive to make concessions and end the war. But
Yeah, I don't know. They're a hard fight. I gotta give them that, man. They ain't going out without a fight right there. I gotta respect that. And another thing I'm gonna say is this: well, we over here, we do not play any political party games over here. We're not Republicans. We're not Democrats. We're not independents. And I don't even know what the other name is. Sometimes conservative ain't that. How the hell I'm gonna be it if I was? Nope. We're human beings. I made a platform for every single person that was of any sort of party so that we can come together and have like ideas, different things that we could think of as human beings and create solutions. Because at some point we're gonna have to realize that let's look at it like like a baseball team, a baseball league, right? You got the Yankees, you got the Boston Red Sox, you got who else? You got the we got Orioles, you got all these baseball teams, right? And they all fall under what? The National Baseball League, right? The NBL, National Baseball League, whatever you want to call it. Let's just do it like that. There's a whole bunch of different teams that abide by a whole bunch of rules. Yes, they play against each other, but do you think they play as dirty as politicians and as political parties? No, they only play a game like they step out for a little while and then they go back to being humans. In the beginning of time, that's what we were supposed to do as politicians. Did you know that politicians used to work half the day and then go back to being a politician part of the day? This way it was like they always had an understanding of how regular people worked. That's how politicians used to be before they turned into celebrities. Yeah, man, it wasn't always like this. They used to go to work, do the politics in the first part of the day, then at the second part of the day, they go do their regular job. kind of keeps you leveled. So yeah, I try to stay leveled over here, the same way we do over here, and the same way we try to keep it funky with everybody. I might slip up and say something, but I'm gonna be honest with you. When I do, it's about what the party or what the person is saying. If I agree with it, 9 times out of 10, if it's common sense, I'm gonna roll with it. And if it doesn't make sense to me, got something to do with the BWC, broken wrist and click and all that crazy stuff, messing around with kids in schools and books and all of that, we're not going for that. All that sashaying in front of the little kids, we don't rock like that. Sorry. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. We got to get on over to this former Virginia Lieutenant Governor, Justin Fairfax. Bad situation here. His wife is no longer here, and he does the same thing to himself. I can't say it because sensitive topic. Okay, let's go. Let's get into it, you guys. It's Friday morning. We still working. Let's get this going.
Disturbing breaking news out of Virginia. Fairfax County Police say that former Lieutenant Governor Justin Fairfax shot and killed his wife and himself in what appears to be a murder-suicide. Fairfax's children were in the house at the time. One of them was the 911 caller. Police say the shooting appears to be related to an ongoing domestic dispute between the couple, who are undergoing what they described as a messy divorce and still live together.
Former Lieutenant Governor Justin Fairfax shot and killed his wife inside of their home and then shot and killed himself. I know he was served some paperwork recently. Apparently the paperwork indicated when he was next to appear in court. That may have...
Let's get those likes up and let them know that we family over here. Ain't nothing stopping, because all I got to do anyway, even if it's the hard way, still going to be here every day. Let's see you beat me. If algorithm was a person, you'll be knocked out messing with me, because I'm going to eat my eggs and run like Rocky chasing chickens to get this back.
Been a spark, and detectives will figure that out, that led to this tragedy here. Again, a mother shot and killed, taken from her children, and then he takes his own life.
Police are continuing to investigate. Fairfax, once a rising political star, served as lieutenant governor from 2018 to 2022. We will bring you more as we learn it.
Yeah, tragic situation right there. You know how we do it over here. Let's keep it funky and do it the right way. Yeah, definitely want to pray for the family. Thank you so much, Coin Collective. You know we put the prayers in the air for you every day. I think Coin Collective's trying to start a Friday battle. Don't do that. But I want to just tell you guys, it's not even a funny situation right here. The Fairfaxes, the wife, the family, terrible, tragic situation right there. And my mother always told me, and hopefully you guys can take this away with me, what she always said to me. She said, boy, if you got to put your hands on them, you might as well leave. Same goes for the women. If you feel like you got to put your hands on anybody, it's time to go. And that's the best advice I ever received in my life. Really. It's been so many times I just got up in front of that TV, turned it off, and just walked out. And it is what it is. Thank you so much, Mommy, for giving me the right information and steering me in the right path. And I want to just pray for everybody who's ever dealt with a situation like this, the family as well as the children in this tragic situation. Amen. It's Friday, y'all. We got to keep going. We got to keep on staying positive. Got to keep on moving forward with our lives. Not only that, but I think that we need some sort of collective community or where we can go to speak with each other, because this is probably not the first time that this happened to her. And the sad part about it is they feel vulnerable because the men probably can get access from like the children going to pick them up and things like that. So that's a real sad situation right there. And I just got to call it like I see it. He was a straight coward for doing that. Yeah. Anybody who take themselves out, first of all, you know where you're going if you know anything about the book, and if you know anything about walking the right path, you know where you're going. You already know where you're going. But as far as the way that you did it, that was cowardly. Got to just tell them that. Just put that out there like that. It is what it is. Representative Anna Paulina Luna alleged that Senator Rubio, we got another one, y'all, maybe 3 or 4. I told you already, it's just like the Epstein files. When you start pulling that piece of thread, you start getting a whole bunch of other stuff that's coming apart. We got this situation over here where they're alleging that Senator Rubio has engaged in misconduct. So that's another senator. Let's go. Let's keep on going, y'all. Let's keep on moving forward. I'm so sorry to see that. Looks like a beautiful lady right there. Look like my grandmother over there. They look all happy together. But that goes to show you happy today, not tomorrow. Let's go.
Turning now to Capitol Hill, just moments ago, I spoke with Republican Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna, who's been one of the most prominent voices on Capitol Hill, pushing the expulsion for members of Congress that she believes have violated some manner of ethics rules or other rules? Please take a listen to that conversation. There's quite a bit of news in it. On X, you posted the following, tagging Senate Majority Leader John Thune. It seems like the Senate has its own trash to take out. You, meaning Thune, need to look into the allegations against one of your senators. It's very disturbing. Who are we talking about?
We are talking about an Arizona senator that was very closely tied to Eric Swalwell, and I have since confirmed with Senator John Thune's chief of staff, as well as they're linking us to their ethics that they are investigating, and we are sending all appropriate information directly to them now.
Another one.
That would be Ruben Gallego, correct?
Correct.
When you say in that X post, it's very disturbing, for my audience's benefit, can you define what disturbing means to you?
Well, without, I guess, getting too graphic, there is a woman that allegedly is coming forward with attorneys, wants to go on record about an incident that occurred between the two of them at the same time, and the event was sexual in nature, allegedly. But it's not just that. There's also two, apparently, issues of campaign finance violations. Again, look, I am one member of Congress, but I'm not going to be like some of my colleagues that waited, forever and a day to bring this information forward. I think that if this is happening, that it needs to be dealt with. I'm definitely not in the Senate, but I think that Thune should probably take that seriously and look into it, especially given the nature of what's become apparent regarding Eric Swalwell.
Based on what you know, Congresswoman, does this sound to you, and you're not a prosecutor, neither am I, but does it sound to you that it's criminal in nature regarding Senator Gallego?
I think that if it involves people that were potentially trafficked, yes. Regarding the campaign finance violations, I think that that's cut and dry. But right now, I'm not investigating this. I'm simply presenting this information to the authorities that have the positions and power to do what they will with it.
So she's saying that she got a strong possibility of feeling about the campaign violations, but she doesn't really want to go into the other stuff. She wants that to play out a whole different way because, of course, that's the criminal part.
Part of the problem that we have in Washington currently is that a lot of this behavior was circulating publicly. People had heard about it, but they didn't present it to the appropriate authorities. And frankly, right now we have a slush fund that 3/4 of Congress voted to protect. We had to subpoena those records in House oversight, and we should be obtaining them next week. But again, that information belongs to the American people. If your taxpayer dollars to the tune of 18 million, which is I think the current number, are being used to cover sexual harassment, sexual assault settlements, that's not something that we should be paying for, and I definitely don't want to serve with these types of people. I understand too, playing devil's advocate, that people can make false allegations, but given, again, the stuff that's come out with Eric Swalwell, given the stuff involving potentially escorts involved, etc. Again, I sent this information as soon as I got it to the appropriate authorities.
And these are the people that make our laws and try to look down on us and act like they so goody two-shoes and everything like that. I look at them now like they're all celebrities, and the more money they put behind their campaign, it's just like whatever to get them in the spot that they need to be in so that they can get in that position to make a whole bunch of money. There you go, Jordan. I was looking for you, bro. You ain't have to do that right there. He said, I'm Tony Danza. I thought he was about to be like, yo, what's going on with y'all, man? You don't know who I am? I said, where my boy Jordan at? But you ain't got to always do it like that, bro. Just tap in and say what's up. We ain't see you all day. Other people haven't tapped in a long time too, but that's okay because you know what? I don't know if you're getting your notifications. If you're not getting your notifications, that's one thing. Again, if you are, let me know. But hit that notification bell so that you can turn it off. This way you reprogram it and then you start it back over again. Jordan Dowdy, just so you know, bro, when I see the name, I look at it like Michael, bro. Like, come on, man, ain't no LeBron. I look at my bro like MJ over there. I know you don't look like him, but that's what the name reminds me of. You know what I'm saying? Legacy and how you put it down, bro. Massive respect. Let's keep on moving forward now. Let's go. Everybody, could you show Jordan some love for the $10 super chat? Really would appreciate it. Let's go. We got more to get into because this one is a good one. We got the FBI who announced Operation Masquerade, which is a court-authorized technical disruption of, oh yeah, I'm just going there. Russian GRU infrastructure. Yeah, right now they're stealing information from the military and critical infrastructures. This information is coming from the United States. Just so you guys know right now, we do have a cyber WAR going on. There's always cyber attacks going on. Every time I get off of here, somebody think they slick, they start to send me all these requests and all of that. I know what you guys are up to, and guess what? We already got the blockers on for you, so we know what's up. And that's why we always report things like this, so that me and my family can put you guys up onto what's happening out there. But this is a little higher when it comes down to government official stuff over here that's really important. Check this out. When I say that we're always at WAR, it doesn't have to be physical WAR. It can be another sort of WAR. Let's go.
I'm Brett Leatherman, head of the FBI Cyber Division. Today, the FBI and DOJ, along with international partners, are announcing Operation Masquerade, a worldwide effort to disrupt Russian GRU infrastructure used to steal government and military information and to target critical infrastructure. Since at least 2024, cyber actors linked to Russian military intelligence have conducted a DNS hijacking campaign. These actors compromised routers and redirected traffic from connected devices, including phones and laptops, to GRU-controlled infrastructure. The GRU compromised a vast number of household routers in the US and around the world, as well as those used by small and medium-sized businesses, to access high-value intelligence targets. Given the scale of this campaign, we needed to act. Our cyber mission, along with the National Cyber Strategy, calls for bold action to shape adversary behavior and defend critical networks. So the FBI developed and executed a court-authorized technical operation to harden compromised routers across the United States. FBI commands reverted manipulated DNS settings, collected evidence, cut off GRU access to compromised US devices, and prevented re-exploitation, safeguarding Americans from further victimization. The FBI conducted extensive testing before executing this operation to ensure router functionality and legitimate users' information were not affected. Without FBI intervention, the GRU would have continued intercepting encrypted traffic and stealing sensitive information, including emails, passwords, and authentication tokens.
So they didn't go after anything but the routers, the wireless routers. They went after the Ethernet boxes. They went after anything that had to do with the connections, the IPs, and they were getting information. So guess what? They cut certain routers off and certain wires or abilities. You guys heard what he said. I'm not going to try to go and act like I can break down what he said. But just to know that this was going on, that's why I call it a different type of WAR, because it's just as effective because of how many people it can affect. And the people that they're going after, sensitive information, where they're located at. Many different things could have been intercepted and taken. So the fact that they created that department and got on top of that, good work, which means that we got to keep on making sure that we got cyber protection. Make sure that you guys have your routers and everything connected correctly. Don't be sharing your password with everybody, the dude next door and all of that. Go in there and change it. You know what you want to change your, let me tell you what you want to change your wireless box name to. You ready for this one? ICE van in front of the building. Nobody gonna want to hack in that one. You ready? ICE van in front of the building. Ain't nobody hacking into that one. Trust me. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Where we at with it? Look, we got some Trump information coming up here as he revealed the secret letter from China saying that no weapons will be given to Iran. That was their deal. Yeah, put that name on there, your server, your name. Ain't nobody gonna try to get on your Ethernet that way. Watch.
You've got a major meeting coming up next month with President Xi. I want to get your take on China and how this shift in oil, particularly because of Iran, particularly because of Venezuela and what you've done, even your comments on Cuba. How does that change the dynamic of this meeting with President Xi?
I don't think it does. I mean, he's somebody that needs oil. We don't. He's somebody I get along with very well. He just wrote me a beautiful letter.
He wrote you a letter?
Yeah, he did. He responded to a letter that I wrote because I had heard that China is giving weapons to, I mean, you're seeing it all over the place, to Iran, that China is
Did he say
giving
he's
weapons.
giving them?
And I wrote him a letter asking him not to do that. And he wrote me a letter saying that essentially he's not doing that.
Okay. Well, we just heard from the FBI recently that there was a major cyber attack attributed to China. What response is under consideration for that cyber attack?
We do it to them. They do it to us. We do it to them. You know,
First president to ever admit it on TV. Did you guys see that right there? Straight up, boom, mic drop. Y'all so used to it. You're so used to it. You're so used to it that you didn't catch it. Let's go. Bring back. Come now, selector. Bring it back now.
Cyber attack.
we do it to them. They do it to us. We do it to them. You know,
Well, when was the last time we did a cyber attack in China?
well, I don't know. I'm not going to tell you that, but we do them. They do us. It's been like that for a long time.
So it's not going to be addressed?
I'll address things, but you know, it is what it is. Look, China's China. They're never easy, but we're doing great with China. I'm the toughest person in China anywhere in the world. I put on 100% tariff on Chinese cars. We don't have a Chinese car in the whole country. And if you look at Europe, they're being inundated with Chinese cars, and it's killing their car companies, okay? There's nobody tougher than me. Don't forget, I put a 20% tariff on them for what they've done with fentanyl. I put a penalty. I call it a penalty. I put a 45% tariff. I had 145% tariff where they literally were going to go out of business. Look, there's never been anybody tougher in China than me, but I also have a good relationship with President Xi, and that's a good thing. Remember this, TikTok, billions and billions of dollars, not the biggest thing in terms of China, bigger is the other things I do, but everybody said they will never approve the deal. It's a hard no. President Xi said, it's a hard no. We will never do it. Then American business people got together, paid billions of dollars. And I called up President Xi. I said, you know, be a good thing if you did it. And he did it.
And now everybody on TikTok is BROKE. And everybody's fronting, 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 fronting like they making dough, but they not. Everybody trying to sell the same camera. Everybody trying to sell the same device, all out there like this, shucking and jiving. I ain't shucking and jiving for nobody. You guys talking about, buy this device and look, I'm gonna get 15% of it. Notice how Boogotti don't do stuff like that. You know how many people reach out to me? Let me explain something to you when it comes down to that. You don't put somebody on your platform talking about you're gonna get 15% or something. What about the fact that you're already on my platform? Huh? Huh? Exactly. If I don't sell nothing, my people still get to see your crap and it still got out there. Why nobody think like that? Marketing 101, you guys. I've been doing this for over 20 years. Don't let them play you when you put your work down. If they don't want to pay you, tell them to kick a rock for a block until you get to where they're going to have to pay you at no matter what. Keep on working, banging at that nail, and it's going to come anyway. Patience. My plan is this. I come here every day anyway. Ain't like I'm going nowhere. This is my wake up in the morning with my family. And then I just keep on moving forward. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. If you are, let's double tap that screen and get those likes up. I really would appreciate it because we got to get on over to, what's this? Yes, let's get on over to Emir Bilat. That's what his name is. The kid who had the boom booms near the mayor's mansion. The organization for the detective says that these charges are staggering. He's looking at some real serious time right now. Let's go, you guys. You guys know who I'm talking about. But again, we got to clean certain things up so that we don't get in any trouble with it.
Let's bring in Donna Regina, criminal defense attorney and Fox News contributor. Alexis mentioned them, but let's put them
Come
up
on,
the
y'all.
screen.
Get in there.
Donna. These are the charges that Emir Bilat and Ibrahim Kayumi are facing. Conspiracy to provide material support and resources to a foreign terrorist organization, provision and attempted provision.
They're saying we need more likes over there. Luigi said we need more likes. Everybody who's in here right now, we got to get that like button. It's up to us right now. Hit that like button, share, subscribe. I'm saying all of the stuff right now. If you have not subscribed already, what are you waiting for? Every single day we come with this different way and a different way we approach it. You guys also, y'all forgot that we got that health and wellness selection coming up later on too. I'm trying to get there because you know we got a lot of digging and sorting of other news to get through. But yes, we got a great one for you guys today. I'm gonna be a part of it. We're gonna have a lot of fun this one, I'm telling you. So yeah, let's keep it moving. Let's worry about what we do. This is our channel. Don't worry about that. 15 days, baby. We ain't worried about it. We do that on one finger. Let's go.
of material support and resources to an FTO, conspiracy to use a weapon of mass destruction, attempted use of a weapon of mass destruction, carrying of explosives during the commission of a felony, transportation of explosive materials, and that is across state lines as well, interstate transportation, receipt of explosives, unlawful possession of destructive devices. They could have the book absolutely thrown at them. They could spend a long time behind bars.
No question, John. Absolutely. Those charges are staggering. And under the federal sentencing guidelines, they're looking at spending decades upon decades, if not life, depending on certain enhancements. So these are extremely serious charges. And thankfully, this wasn't as serious as intended. Had this gone the way they were hoping, John, we would have had mass casualties out there that day.
I mean, thankfully, there's screw-ups when it comes to bomb building. It's only by the grace of God that they were. Because they talked about the Boston Marathon bombing and the fact that it didn't kill as many.
Leave Elvis alone. Leave Elvis alone. He ain't going too hard. That's what I'm saying. People like that, as long as they ain't being disrespectful, I like that. Let him rock. Let him rock. He ain't being disrespectful. And Elvis, I'm holding you down right now. The mods might be on you. So I'm trying to tell you, you safe right there. That's the zone. I wish I had a warning that came along when I needed to do it. But trust me, stay right there because I actually think it's funny. Just keep going.
Many people as they wanted to kill. This is what is said in the indictment here. Balot predicted that they were going to kill up to 60 people. He had wanted the attack to be even bigger than the 2013 Boston Marathon bombing. I mean, the malicious intent here is just, it's disgusting.
Yeah, and we all know how horrific that Boston bombing situation was at the marathon and the number of people that were not only killed, John, but that were actually injured and for a very long period of time, losing limbs. And I mean, it was a terrible situation. And the fact that the intention here was to go out and make this worse and to talk about it on this dash cam.
He had a quarterback. The first one didn't work. He had another dude, another one, and hit him with it, and he again, yo, craziness. So glad that these people did not get harmed out here when this happened. This was a bunch of madness going on. They lucky it didn't happen.
In a giddy and excited way. It just really shows pure depravity.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about that because it goes to the question of admissibility. Because here's what was caught on the dash cam. One of the perpetrators allegedly said, "All I know is I want to start terror, bro. I want to petrify these people." And then at a police precinct that they were taken to, Balot asked for a piece of paper and wrote on it, "Die in rage, you kuffar," which means non-believer.
You know what they say? I can say that right there. Anything that you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Dumb move right there. Guess he ain't never had no lawyer. I'm so glad that the Lord protected those people out there that day and nothing happened to them because you know what? It could have went a totally different way. Let's try to be careful when we go out, you guys. It's going to be summertime when we come out to these events. I'm not trying to tell you guys to be scared or fearmonger, but pay attention to what's going on around you. That's all. Just want you to pay attention so that you can get up out of it and have a good time. Amen. Let's go on. We got to pray for the good times as well. Not always when, oh, we're sorry that happened. No, we pray for the good times and we thank our Lord for making sure that nothing happened as well. We ain't one-sided over here. Now let's get on to this report where they're saying that the Biden administration's naturalization's citizens policy opened the gate for this man charged with this man's that's been charged. Now the DHS worker lost his life because of this. This is a pretty sad situation right here. I know a lot of people are going to get peed off when they see what happened with this one. Let me see where we at with this. Excuse me, guys. Where we at with it? Yeah, right here. Let's go.
And DHS identifying the suspect in a string of deadly attacks in Georgia as a man from the UK who became a naturalized citizen under Joe Biden is charged with killing 2 people, including DHS employee Lauren Bullis. She was shot and stabbed to death while just walking her dog. Former acting DHS Secretary Chad Wolf is here with us. Here's what Secretary Mullen, the new Secretary of Homeland Security, said to Laura Ingraham last night.
This individual not just had a pattern of criminal activity, but his pattern was every April. Every April, he had escalated his criminal activity, and the Biden administration knew this. The law enforcement knew this, and they decided not to just deport him, but they allowed him to become a citizen, and then he escalated it to the point he did now.
Chad, what should we make of this?
Well, obviously very, very concerning, and I think it's a little bit of an indictment on the procedures on how you naturalize someone and the vetting that takes place. If that's accurate, and I believe he was naturalized in 2022 or 2023.
Yes.
And the Biden administration knew about these criminal convictions, or at least these alleged incidents. You don't naturalize someone. You don't allow that process to go through. And so I think that's really what needs to be looked at now. If they
55 Coffee House says get permitted even if you don't purchase. Class is good for everyone.
didn't know that and the vetting didn't catch it, also very concerning. So I think there's a number of things here. And I think the Trump administration over the last, I'd say 14 months or so have been criticized, I think unrightfully or not correctly, because they want to go deeper into individuals' backgrounds. They want to do a more thorough vetting of individuals, not just folks illegally coming into the country, but also legally that are here or coming in on certain types of visas. And
now this is a very important story, you guys. I want you to understand this. Remember what we're talking about, because this falls under the same category as possibly DACA and other people who are here legally working and they're doing things the right way. So I just want to show you guys something, what illegal immigrants are actually doing. They're making a government get to the point where they're cracking down on even the good people that are trying to work here and get re-permitted. Please remember this, couple of stories down, it's going to be a whole 360 and you're really going to remember and understand why this is very important. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. And let's get those likes up because we have to let them know we're still number one. Boom, 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 boom. Don't make me start saying names. Liberty and justice, number one. My boy Casey, number one. Can't forget my boy Jordan, number one. You know what I'm saying? I do a whole song about that. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. And remember, like I said, I want you guys to remember this story, how he was naturalized and brought into the state and into our country and what he did. And yes, a little bit more, because we got to pray on this too. Not playing around.
And we hear outcry from the left that you can't do that or it's wrong or we somehow dislike everyone coming to the country. It's not the case, but you need to understand who's coming into the country and for what reason.
It's interesting to have Secretary Mullen comment on that because I'm sure that he is learning all sorts of things in this new role, and many of them probably very frustrating. And if we could all go back in time, maybe this would have been different.
Okay, you guys, let's go. Let's get into it. Let's get that prayer out there because that's a serious one right there. And yes, better vetting, and try not to get rid of the people that are here doing it the right way. I know it's probably going to take a lot of time to investigate every single person, but the thing about that on the flip side is a lot of people are not being able to get their DACA validation and they're not being able to get it in time. So they're losing their jobs, and which is making it even harder for them. So yes, the people that are not supposed to be here, we still gotta try to vet this as much as possible. The problem is there is just so many people. Gonna try to keep on looking into stories, this story and many like this. We want to pray for the people that lost their lives due to this person right here, him, as well as many other people who come and commit crimes in our country that we have not vetted and we don't know where they came from or what they did in their past. The families that are going through these tragedies, as well as try to give them healing and some sort of peace to come together in these tragic times. Amen. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got to get on over to former Prince Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. That's right, you guys. We got this first photo showing Epstein, Andrew, and Mandelson together. And why are they in robes? I don't know about chilling around no dudes in no robe. I don't know what's going on with this. First, I'm going to open it up and ask, what's the question? What's going on with this, first of all? You got Epstein over there fully bathed and fully clothed up. They got these flag cups on the table. And then these two is in bathrobes. What's that about? I didn't even know they knew each other. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. And yes, if you like the other stories and more stories like this, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. There's a notification bell down there that lets you know when we're on. Let's go.
This photo, uncovered by ITV News, shows something we've never seen before. Jeffrey Epstein, Peter Mandelson, and Andrew Mountbatten Windsor together. Until now, we didn't know that the three had ever met as a group, let alone apparently so comfortable with each other. Mandelson and Mountbatten Windsor in bathrobes, American flag mugs on the table. We knew that both had separate parallel friendships with the convicted paedophile. Here, Andrew with Virginia Giuffre a year or two later. She claimed she was trafficked to the UK by Epstein and assaulted by Andrew, which he denies.
He denies it, right? Then he tried to say that's Photoshop. Meanwhile, I've been doing Photoshop for over 20 years, and I can't see the breaks, the cracks, Hindus. No, you know what I'm about to say. You can't see nothing in that image right there. You can't see jack. I used to play a paddle ball. They used to say some crazy stuff. Excuse my French. Check this out. If you're looking for Photoshop, the way that we do this every single day, you would look for breakage. You see the back of this right here? This is really hard to duplicate. The back of that over there, you have to cut that and create a line and make your own shirt. That's number one in the back over there. And then when it comes down to the separations of her and him right there, I mean, you can do it, you can try to pull it off, but the hair is gonna catch you once you start getting to the parts that open up and trying to keep all that fray in there. And then she got a couple of hairs out on the top over there. Now we're gonna check this arm over here. This is probably the easiest place to do what they call masking, right? Now you take your eraser, you can make a line across the top of her head or whatever and try to mask all of that out. So you probably can pull that off. What you can't duplicate is the flash in the window, no matter what you try. Cannot duplicate the flash from the old school camera in that window. Anybody know what I'm talking about? You know Photoshop? Tell them in the comments. You can't duplicate or replicate that. Nope. You just can't do it. Let's go.
Photos and emails within the Epstein files appear to show that former business secretary Mandelson maintained a friendship with Epstein until 2018. This very similar picture, perhaps taken on the same day, was included in a book put together for Epstein's 50th birthday. A note apparently written by Mandelson calls Epstein my best pal. We understand that this photo was taken around the...
You know why I'm telling my secrets? And I've been doing this for over 20 joints so that you guys can know I know what the H-E-double-L hockey sticks I'm talking about. And I'm just not talking out my butt. It might just be a topic that I know what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna give you as much as I can when it comes down to that topic. And Teddy, we know you out there getting it, bro. We love you. Hope you're doing good. Let's get it. Keep on hitting that road.
Year 2000. So before Epstein was arrested for child sex abuse. The photo was taken at a house in Martha's Vineyard, an upmarket holiday destination in the US. Until now, there was no evidence to show that the three potentially had a social relationship, something that could be significant. In recent weeks, Mandelson has been accused of pushing for Andrew to be appointed as trade envoy at a similar time to when the photo was taken. And the allegations get more serious.
Y'all remember that face right here? He just got out. Yo, y'all remember this one right here when he just got out? Oh, man. I'm talking about that needs to be a portrait right there, boy. That was on every newspaper right there. I'm talking about every single one. You cannot replicate that one either right there, boy. That's a good one right there.
Serious. Andrew is under police investigation for allegedly sharing confidential trade envoy reports with Epstein. He's previously denied any wrongdoing. Considering their roles in British public life, Andrew and Mandelson knew each other.
Okay.
And in emails to Epstein, Mandelson mentioned the former prince. In one chain, he said he was at Centre Court, Wimbledon, but not in Royal Box like Andrew.
He ruined his life. You ain't never lie, yo. He ain't never lie. Who said that? He ruined his life, Sam. Yeah, he definitely did. You go from a prince to being a pauper. That's real. That's from prince to pauper for real. And he might get watch your head. And when he get to watch your head and he get in the back like that, you already saw. I didn't even have to make it up. You see what I was talking about. Andrew Mountbatten Windsor is a perfect example of watch your head. He's a perfect example. Matter of fact, we might have the Andrew Mountbatten Windsor Watch Your Head t-shirts coming out, $5.99, Crazy Eddie style, with him like this, with the Watch Your Head, with a rendition of him getting in the car like this, the black police car.
But now we have what appears to be a missing piece in the puzzle, a photo which shows that not only did they have individual friendships, but that, at the very least on one occasion, Andrew, Mandelson and Epstein were together as a three in person. Sam Holder, ITV News.
Yeah, so don't act like y'all ain't know each other. Y'all don't act like y'all don't know what the deal was. And he had white hair. I mean, he had black hair back then. That was a little while back in the day. So they knew each other for a while. And then you remember he was trying to get Prince Andrew a job over there, right? Trying to hook him up. Y'all, you see what's going on. You know we get the exclusive over here. We're still peeling the onion back on the Jeffrey Epstein episode. And you guys know as soon as I get it, I'm going to bring it to the forefront. That's how we do over here. You guys love the content and you want to see more just like that, let's go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Let's subscribe so that you really can stake your claim in the channel, and go ahead and double tap that screen and hit those likes. All you got to do is hit the subscribe button. That's a real easy one. But in order to get the likes, you double tap the screen. And again, to turn the notifications on, hit those three dots, turn them on, turn them back off, and make sure you turn them back on and hit all notifications. Let's go, because Trump says you might get fired. Remember that was one of his themes on the show. You're fired. Yes, says that he'll likely have to fire the Fed chair Powell if he doesn't resign after his term. And you know Powell is trying to stick around, trying to stake his claim, talking about, well, you know, I may have to stick around because they may not find anybody to replace me.
Threats against Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell, saying he'll fire him if Powell doesn't leave when his term ends.
I'll have to fire him, okay? If he's not leaving on time, I've held back firing him. I've wanted to fire him, but I hate to be controversial, you know? I want to be uncontroversial.
Powell, who was appointed by Trump in 2017, has said he will only stay on if his successor isn't confirmed when his term ends on May 15th, arguing that's what the law calls for.
If my successor is not confirmed by the end of my term as chair, I would serve as chair pro tem until he is confirmed.
But the confirmation of his successor is now threatened by the Justice Department's criminal investigation into Powell's testimony on the $2.5 billion building renovations at the Fed. Last month, a federal judge blocked the DOJ's subpoenas against Powell, saying the government had produced essentially zero evidence. But the administration is not backing down. Sources tell ABC federal prosecutors made an unannounced visit to the Federal Reserve earlier this week, allegedly requesting a tour of the construction site.
Yeah, they're spending a lot of money over there, a lot of money, like ridiculous amounts of taxpayer money. And they've been doing this for years on this one place.
But we're told they could not access it without clearance. Republican Senator Tom Tillis has criticized the investigation, saying he doesn't want to reward bad behavior and promising to block Trump's nominee to replace Powell, Kevin Warsh, until the probe ends.
Okay, that's what's going on. Kevin is up to be next if it goes through. Y'all, you know what we're doing over here. We got more and more and more. That's what we do. It's Our Bottom Line, #1 show on YouTube, #1 chat. It's Friday, y'all. Come on, let's turn up, y'all. Doom, doom, just got paid. Doom, doom, Friday night. Doom, send Boogotti all your money. Do it right. Get him. Nah, I'm just playing with you. I don't do that. Let's keep on going. Got to show you what's going on with President Zelenskyy. You know, it got kind of quiet over there when they came down to Ukraine and Russia. But yeah, Ukrainian president says that robots captured territory from Russian soldiers. Check this out, you guys. Let's see what's going on with him.
It's an extraordinary claim by the Ukrainian leader. For the first time since the war began, Volodymyr Zelenskyy says Ukrainian forces were able to retake territory seized by the Russians using only an army of robots. Zelenskyy, appearing in a heavily produced video address on Monday, said the enemy position was captured by ground systems and drones without infantry involvement and without losses on the Ukrainian side. The president also revealing that drones have carried out roughly 22,000 missions on the front lines just in the past 3 months. In other words, said Zelenskyy, lives were saved more than 22,000 times when a robot went into the most dangerous areas instead of a warrior.
I love the way that you guys is giving it up right now. Sam Champion says an army of robots, that's something there. And Still Derek dropped a bomb. Boom! Yeah, they bought all of that with that dough. Who gave it to him, though? Who gave him the money, though, Still Derek? And they just kept on coming on, tapping the reserves. Like, I need a little more, until it got funny to the point where they were like, yo, all right, we ain't even going to go over there no more. Got to the point where your boy Trump was like, all right, let's turn this spigot off. Had to happen because now you're making them stronger than us, giving up all of our, what was that? The Patriots and everything. You know what I'm talking about. You got it. You're right. You're right still, Derek.
Experts, both the announcement and the video were met with cautious skepticism. Is this a slick PR move or is this an actual significant breakthrough in the battlefield?
It's both a slick PR move and a breakthrough in the battlefield. There have been some real advances in Ukraine that I think are very notable, but there is an awful lot of public relations and, frankly, marketing involved in this latest video.
In January, defense manufacturer DeVdroid posted this video saying it showed a ground robot equipped with artificial intelligence taking 3 Russian soldiers captive.
That's like the Terminator really rolling up on you with the heat out. You got no choice. That's not a person you can talk to. That's what I was talking about earlier.
Ukrainian battalion posting this similar video, which appears to be from the same incident. How much territory Ukraine was able to recapture and how many Russian soldiers surrendered as a result of the operation lauded by Zelenskyy is unclear.
It's crazy right there, but at least he did. He got his spot back, and yeah, spending a lot of that money that they got from over here. Thanks, Biden. Yeah, tell Biden much thanks for giving up all of that dough, Joe. Thanks for the dough, Joe. Yeah, let's keep on going, you guys. If y'all want to see more stories like that, go ahead and make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell down there so that you know we're on. The reason why we tell you guys to hit the like button is because after a few of you do that, YouTube sends up a notification, gets more people over here. Let's go see what's going on with one of your favorite people. And now I know you love the way that she so eloquently speaks when she's coming out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. You guys know it's no other than who else? Who? Ilhan Omar. She says that the power to declare WAR belongs to the Congress. And she knows what it's like. You know, she just can't stand up like she says she has to stand up and go against things like this. I know you guys have your preference of people, and I understand that this is one of your favorites, so I had to go ahead and bring it to you.
From Minnesota is recognized for 1 minute.
I rise today not just as a member of Congress, but as someone who knows the human cost of war, what it takes, what it destroys, and what it never gives back. We are already seeing thousands of civilians killed and wounded in Iran and in Lebanon, American service members lost, millions forced from their homes with nowhere to go. This is what war looks like, and it's only the beginning. And yet this war of choice happened without Congress, without accountability, and without a plan for peace. The Constitution is clear. The power to declare war belongs to Congress. It is paramount that we act when a president abuses their power. I have seen what happens when the world looks away as
We're not forgetting about Minneapolis on our bottom line. We're not forgetting about Jeffrey Epstein on our bottom line. We're going to continue to move in the format. Even though they're trying to give us all this other stuff, we're going to keep our format and keep it flowing and keep on getting into the real news and breaking it down.
Violence spirals. We cannot be silent. We cannot be complacent. I urge my colleagues to vote yes, and I yield back.
I urge you to get a napkin and wipe your mouth because for some reason you speak like what's his name on what is it, He-Man or whatever like that, with the sliver, the snake one. I don't know why she talked like that, but hey, there you go, you guys. And you know we have to play all sides. That's not fair. What did Celeste say? Sam Jenks. Okay, let's keep on going forward. I thought she had some jokes. Iran calls for her sister Ilhan. She got it. She's corrupt. I want to know how she got all that money. I mean, she got a whole bunch. First, they had a negative bank account. All of a sudden, now she's worth over $30 million. That's a lot of investment. She got into the right position, being a politician. She's got to wait until you can siphon that dough. Allegedly. Yeah. And another, I had to make sure that we doubled up on this one today because I know that if we have to play one, we have to play another one. Another one. Yes, not DJ Khaled, but another one. Someone that you also know and love. Someone that's in Congress, right out of Texas. That's right, none other than Jasmine Crockett. I want you guys to see how an angel mom reacts to Crockett saying that the loss of a child to illegal immigrants is likely as hard as losing a child to an American citizen. Did you hear what I just stated to you? I'll say it again. She says to an angel mom that losing a child to an illegal immigrant is likely just as hard as to a citizen. I got to do a little bit of skipping around right now to show you guys exactly where we're going with this. And I really mean this one right now. I got to do a little bit of work, but it's very important because I want you to see the details in it. Jordan, you're unmatched, but I had to follow your lead and not take your lead. And much love to the fam. Uh-oh, it's starting. I want you guys to see this though, but I want to say one thing really quickly. Okay, thank you. I really appreciate that. I want to say this really quickly. How dare her? And you don't even have children or know what she's talking about. That's why I'm telling you guys. I'm gonna break this down. It's gonna be a longer play than we normally do. It's gonna be a longer play than we normally go into. I just want you to see it. This is a 5-minute clip, but I was like, we normally do 2 minutes, but I really got to get into this one.
Tell you about the redirection is because so often what we see happen is politicians play games. The reality is that if you are talking about a sanctuary city, then we're talking about city government. We're talking about local control, something that the Republicans used to espouse that they believed in. They used to believe in whoever lives in that city, you elect who is going to run that city. And that city, whether it's the police department, which is the police department and law enforcement that make the decisions about what they do. We don't pick the police chief for any given city, not on the federal level. That comes from the city level. That comes from whoever the people of that city actually elect to represent them. I believe in local control. Same thing. I live in Texas too. And baby, I wish I didn't have to deal with Governor Greg Abbott, but local control dictates that he is the governor of our state. And therefore, we have state reps, we have state senators, and we have a governor, and we have county elected officials and city elected officials. We are sitting in Washington, D.C. right now.
She's laying it on and preparing for the nonsense. Just trust me, it's coming. She's laying it on. She's a lawyer. There's a reason she does this. She's building it up.
We are on the federal level. So what I believe in is something that the Republicans used to scream, which is local control. So when we're having a conversation and a hearing about the human toll, the title specifically is the human toll of sanctuary policies, stories from victims and families, my deal is we aren't the ones that decide what cities do. So what they've decided to do is they've decided to play on your pain. And that is why I am frustrated. Because hear me when I say this. I have seen people, whether it was an American citizen or not, that killed your child or harmed your child, I believe it's wrong. To me, it wouldn't have made it any less painful. And I could be wrong again because I don't have any kids. But if for some reason it had been a U.S. citizen that ended up harming or killing your child, the pain would still be there. It would still hurt. So the reality is that what we need to do is make sure we are protecting everybody in this country.
Okay, since you said that, I want to give the angel mom some time to rebut what she just said. And you guys heard everything nice and clear, right?
Thank God she won't be back next Congress, but like
Just to answer Ms.
I probably broke, by the way, they're not laws. I probably broke all kinds of rules today, just so you know, and I don't care,
When Ms. Crockett said she doesn't have children, so she doesn't know. I mean, we're not wired to process the type of tragedy that we're living. We're not. There are no words. I will tell you, it does feel different when an illegal immigrant kills your children than it does an American because it was preventable. It feels different. Not that I know that because I have had an American kill a child, but when something's preventable and your life is ruined from something that's preventable, it does hit a little different than.
Rewind. Sorry, you get a replay on that one. I don't care if they even get mad, but you get a replay on that, miss. Let's go again.
When Ms. Crockett said she doesn't have children, so she doesn't know. I mean, we're not wired to process the type of tragedy that we're living. We're not. There are no words. I will tell you, it does feel different.
Thank you so much.
When an illegal immigrant kills your children than it does an American because it was preventable.
Also, I'd like for you guys to try your best to zoom in on the photos. These are not people that's just saying things. These are people that's suffering from the illegals and the criminals that took their children and their family away from them. You can still hear the pain in her voice. You can still hear it. She's calling out right now. This is not just a conversation. This is a mother really standing behind what she means with her heart and everything in it. She raised her babies and not for this. This is a sad situation right here. And how dare her say something like that?
Because it was preventable. It feels different. Not that I know that because I have had an American kill a child, but when something's preventable and your life is ruined from something that's preventable, it does hit a little different than what I would imagine it would feel like just a regular casualty. Loss in itself is so difficult. There's no words. Loss is loss. It is very tragic. What we're dealing with when it's preventable, when these people have done something and they weren't asked to leave. If I were to go to Honduras, where the woman who killed our children is from, and I would kill 2 teenagers there, I'm not getting any rights from the Hondurans. They're not giving me rights. It's different. This is preventable. So I think it does hit a little different when our tragedy is preventable.
Thank you. Thank you. And I think,
Did you hear that other last part? She said, if I go to Honduras and do the same thing, they're not making no rights for me. It's different. This is preventable, and you guys are making rights to protect them. And then she's talking about anybody in the city should be protected as a city. Oh man, I don't know what Jasmine Crockett is talking about, you guys, but let's go in. Do you agree with the mother? Do you agree with the mother? Everybody here, if you agree with the angel mom, because I know we're going. If you do agree, let me see a thumbs up. If you agree with the angel mom, let me get a thumbs up and tell me why. I know what you're going to say because she has a child and she dealt with it. But I want to know if you agree with the angel mom. Now, there might be some people that agree with Jasmine Crockett. So if you do, sadly, we got to do the thumbs down. That means that you agree with Jasmine Crockett and you agree against what the angel mom is saying. Let me know what you guys thinking, and I will read whatever is next to your thumbs up, or thumbs down. If you agree with the mom, thumbs up. If you agree with Jasmine Crockett with what she said about illegal doing it is the same as an American, I'd like to see a thumbs down. Let me know what you guys think. She is right. Try to do this in another country, says Shannon. We got the mom is right. 55 says child didn't deserve that and could still be here. Guppy says preventable is what it means. That's the main word, Guppy. There we go. Every point she made was valid because she's dealing with it, Lawrence. I agree with what Miss Swanza thinks exactly. You already know mom is always going to wonder what she would have been there. Right. Yup. I can't say it on the internet. Johnson, I can't say it on the. How can you defend Biden or idiots in power? Yeah, let's keep going, you guys. We got to get on over to New Jersey right now. I don't know if you know about this other story going on in New Jersey, but it's another situation where another beautiful girl has been lost. A life has been lost, you guys, and this is terrible and tragic. Ashley Robinson's fiance is now being questioned after they had a trip to Tanzania and Zimbabwe. I think they went on to an Africa trip. As you remember, they were on like a safari. Had the lion out there and everything. Said to be yesterday. That we did a little bit digging and we had a clip that said they had an argument. She went back and they had an argument. They separated rooms during the time. She went to her room and he went to another room. And then from there, he called her mom and said that she had harmed herself. We got to keep on moving forward, you guys, and see what's going on with this situation here. All of this on tour, on vacation things happening, tragedy. That's why I don't like, I love going out of the country, but that's when you don't know what can happen. And different laws apply, especially when it's different places that you don't know what's going on. Let's go into this right here. This influencer from New Jersey sadly lost her life.
And now let's get to the very latest from the family of a South Jersey influencer found dead in Africa over the weekend.
The family of Ashley Robinson wants answers. They say the story just doesn't add up. Police say she was found unconscious in a luxury villa in Zanzibar and later pronounced dead at a hospital. CBS Philadelphia's Ross DeMattei is following the story from our newsroom tonight. Ross?
Yuki, still a lot of unanswered questions here. We are still waiting at this hour on the results of Ashley Robinson's autopsy. And that report should provide some answers about whether her fiance had anything to do with her death.
Thank you, George.
5-year-old Joe McCann is facing questions
Sam.
about the death of his fiancee, Ashley Robinson.
Winston.
Police say the 31-year-old influencer, who goes by Ashley Janae online, was found unconscious in her luxury villa and later pronounced dead at the hospital just days after the couple got engaged while vacationing together in Zanzibar, a small island off the east coast of Africa.
She was showing us the engagement ring and where they were and where they were staying.
Seeing the sights and
The beautiful scenery. She was happy. It doesn't make any sense.
On Tuesday, investigators in Tanzania said they're questioning McCann and holding his passport until Robinson's autopsy is complete, but officials have not accused him of any wrongdoing.
Do you believe that Joe McCann had something to do with your daughter's death?
We don't want to
It's under investigation and we don't know what's going on.
In a sit-down with CBS News on Monday, Robinson's parents said they've largely been kept in the dark about their daughter's death, claiming they haven't heard from her fiance or local officials since.
The fiance did not reach out to us at all. We found out from the hotel, and that's devastating when your daughter's halfway around the world.
Robinson's mother told news outlets hours before her daughter was rushed to the hospital, she and McCann reportedly had an argument so severe that hotel staff moved them into separate rooms. The government of Zanzibar is asking for patience while police carry out their death investigation, but Robinson's parents want answers.
We have zero contact with the police department, no contact with anyone from the medical field, nothing like that. So that's the message. We want just transparency. Just transparency. We have no idea what happened. We just don't know anything right now.
And so far, we have been unable to reach Joe McCann, his relatives, or anyone from the investment company that he founded. The State Department says it's monitoring this case. Meanwhile, Robinson's family has started a crowdfunding page that has already raised more than $45,000 to support travel. Live in the newsroom tonight, Ross Timotei, CBS News Philadelphia. Yuki? Okay.
Oh boy, terrible, tragic event right there. And you guys already know how we do it over here. We keep on making sure that we keep on putting it in the air. We got to show respect. We have to show love for the family. And we want to pray for strength, patience in this situation. And let's give the government the government as much love and as much support as we can give them out there and trying to get this thing to come to an end. Hopefully they come up with some solutions and find out what happened. Right now they're saying that she did it to herself, that she was stressed, that they were fighting, and if they were going to break up or whatever, but we do not know. Hopefully we do get down to the bottom of this because the family is asking for closure. Let's give them strength as well throughout this tragic times, you guys. A very beautiful woman, a very beautiful influencer, another life that's been taken so early. It did not have to happen like this. Amen. Very beautiful woman. That's sad right there. Strange how we was never spoke to her parents. What else you got right here? But by denying groups of, okay, what else we got? We got to keep the leaning and moving forward. Yeah, we got to keep on going, you guys. But also, let's go ahead and get those likes up so that more people see stories like this. Hopefully we don't get too many resemblance of this. We're going into summertime right now. We don't need any other stories like this happening on cruise ships and boats. You guys have issues with your spouses and things like that. It's never the time to put your hands on anybody. Like my mom says, if you got to put your hands on somebody or if you think it's getting bad, just let it go. Because it's probably hard, going to hurt your heart, but I think you get stronger after time. Even if it's just a breakup. You guys notice that first breakup hurts your heart, but then it gets you prepared for the other ones, and you get stronger and stronger. It happens. This is human life. We never know if we're going to wind up staying with that person, if it is something like what they're trying to say. Situation is terrible, and we're going to keep on following up with the story. We got to get on over to Miami now, where it never fails. Like I said, we got a Broward stepmother who's accused of doing something to an 8-year-old stepdaughter that I would never even think of and never even say myself. And if this is the wicked stepmother, you guys let me know what you think about this. Again, you guys like the stories that we get out and all the information that we share. I really appreciate it. And so would all of our family members too. Let's go ahead and subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so that you know we're on.
And now at 7, a chilling case of child abuse out of Deerfield Beach. A woman behind bars accused of torturing her 8-year-old stepdaughter. According to the arrest report, it was a counselor at the young girl's school who sounded the alarm when she showed up to class with visible injuries. CBS News Mommy's Anna McAllister is your reporter live at Pompano Beach, where that stepmother is being held tonight. Anna.
Jim, this is just a heartbreaking story. According to this arrest report, this little girl, she showed up to school with dry blood coming out of her ears, 2 black eyes, and various other injuries. Police say they were called by a counselor at Tedder Elementary School in Deerfield Beach Thursday, April 9th, after 42-year-old Melrose Jonke dropped off her 8-year-old stepdaughter with multiple injuries. Police say when the girl was asked by her counselor how she got those injuries, she admitted it was from her stepmother. She also told the counselor the cast on her arm was the result of an injury also from Jonke. We want to warn you the details about this arrest are disturbing. According to the arrest report, the girl said last Wednesday, Jonke pushed her to the ground, pulled her by her feet, and forced her onto her stomach. Then Jonke allegedly walked on the girl's back before jumping up and down on her. The report goes on to say Jonke grabbed the back of the girl's head and slammed it into the floor, causing a large abrasion to her forehead. Jonke is also accused of using a phone charger to beat the girl. The victim says Jonke choked her to the point where she was unable to breathe and used a kitchen knife and a pot to hit her over the head. Another alleged form of punishment by Jonke was pouring hot sauce into the girl's mouth and onto her genital area. The victim also said that her father previously sexually assaulted her. Jonke was arrested and faced a Broward County judge.
That Miss Jonke admitted to the detective that she was aware of all the injuries the victim was suffering when she dropped her off at school that morning.
I've never read anything like this, and based upon what's alleged in here, I've got serious concerns for the safety of the victim.
Jonke denies the allegations. She's charged with aggravated child abuse and neglect of a child with bodily harm. She's being held without bond. And as for the victim, she was placed in DCF custody. For now, reporting live from Pompano Beach, Anna McAllister, CBS News.
That's a situation where DCS custody may be better than any other place that they can put her, especially if she got a stepmother like that. And I was thinking, the first thing I was saying to myself, where was the father at if that's the stepmother? And then when the allegations came up against him that were even worse, it was monstrous, probably why the stepmother was acting like that in the first place. Ridiculous situation right there, exactly. But he was around and he did something even worse. If you guys want to go check out that story on your own, I don't even want to think about it. But we will be following up on it. And it's a tragedy. We have to pray for the little girl. Luckily that she got away with her life. The things that she went through, I don't even want to bring it up, but I want to pray to God that no other child ever have to go through anything like that ever again in life. And if they do, Lord, before you give them over to the law, please let the people in the neighborhood know what's going on and let them take care of a little bit of it first. I know I'm wrong, I know. But sometimes you gotta. It's not right. It's really not right when it comes down to stuff like this. Those babies out there innocent. She's eight years old. You know, what, were you serious doing all of that to an 8-year-old? Terrible. She never needs to come out, and there never needs to be able to be another child around this monster ever again, as well as the father needs to be investigated. Want to pray for the daughter, and hopefully she can get over this and get healthy and never have to deal with this ever again in life and lives a beautiful and a fruitful life. Amen. Let's keep on going, y'all. Yeah, they need to handle her. They need to do something. That need to be a whole different type of situation right there. Craziness, you guys. I was always told, I'm getting off the subject now because I have to. That's pretty crazy, right? Oh yeah. We got this other situation, and I think this is in New York in Midtown. I don't know why, but people are snapping. They're going crazy. I guess it's the heat, it's the summertime, and they just acting up. We got this one lady, I'm talking about, she's already on parole for life. She decides to snatch somebody's purse. And not only did a police officer catch her, but he was on horseback. Check this out. This guy was on horseback and he caught her.
Wild, Wild West, or Upper West Side, that is. An officer and his trusty steed being credited with stopping a purse snatcher. The NYPD released this video that shows an officer on horseback galloping through the streets to catch a suspect. Eyewitness news reporter Darla Miles has more on the horse named Kelly that would give Secretariat a run for his money.
The horse name is Kelly, by the way.
Stop! Please stop!
This is body-worn camera video of a...
First of all, you stupid for trying to run away from a horse in the first place. You better try to duck between cars and stuff like that, because there's no way you're going to really get any distance on a horse. Fun to that.
44-year-old woman trying to outrun a horse on the Upper West Side.
Stop running!
It happened Wednesday morning on West 72nd Street and Columbus Avenue.
It look like straight up Benny Hill situation right there. She went out into the street and fell on her face, y'all. Come on, y'all, with the.
Stop! Morning!
It happened Wednesday morning on West 72nd Street and Columbus Avenue around 11.
It was the mounted horse, the officer, and all these police cars were pulling up. I actually thought something was happened to the horse.
Police say this all started after Field snatched a purse from an older woman who was sitting down. That woman stood up and yelled, "Thief, thief," and pointed her out to police officers.
I said, stop running!
The suspect, identified as Felicia Field,
Look at Faye. Talking about how you trying to run from a horse?
tries to evade by cutting through parked cars. She's seen in surveillance video crossing the street. Body cam shows her running underneath scaffolding and then runs back across 72nd Street. Witnesses say bystanders helped the officer by stopping and detaining her.
I'm putting cuffs on you.
No, she don't. Nobody. Somebody said she got on a bonnet. Nobody said. And this is my favorite part. Y'all ready? I'm putting cuffs on you, and he ain't putting her on in the car. She gonna be like this. When you ride a horse, you gotta know how to move with it. You gotta move with the flow. It's kind of like SEX, you know what I'm saying? She gonna be in the back of the horse like this, moving around. Because he gotta take on horseback now. She gonna be going in like John Wayne. You know what I'm saying? He gotta bring her in and take her to the sheriff right now, y'all. There's a new sheriff in town. That's right, there's a new sheriff in town. Let's go.
You're being detained.
Police say Field has 14 prior arrests and is on lifetime parole for murder for a fatal robbery of a livery driver in April 2000.
And she did have on a bonnet. You can see it bumping around. She has on the bonnet, y'all. It's official. She's with the bonnet crew.
She said, yeah, I was scared. That's why I ran from the horse, because the horse was coming. I was just trying to get the lady her bag back and, like that.
On the Upper West Side, Darla Miles, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
I see why they kept the commentary from him. Oh no, I was scared. I tried to run away from the horse. I was just gonna get a bag back. Typical New York. They're like, let me see if we can find a real New Yorker real quick. Let him give some real commentary on what just happened. Oh my God. The Lone Ranger wears time toe. There we go. What you got right here? How the hell do you get lifetime probation for a murder? I don't know, Winter. I don't know. Adrian, it's all about you and your opinion and on one subject. Let's keep on going, you guys. She failed parole and will now be in jail for life. There's no reason she should be out anyway. That's ridiculous. Exactly, Kathy. I'm talking about some of these stories be crazy. What's going on with Russia? You let them rock. I don't know what they're saying. They ain't hurting nobody. Let them get that saying. Let Russia go ahead and talk and say what they got to do. California. Let's get on over to California. Knows how to party in the city of LA. Let's get on over to California. Let's get on over to San Jose, really, though. Let's get on over to this Davis Martinez situation. He's been accused of unprovoked KOing on elderly people. Yes, have no idea why he's been doing it. He went to a 24-hour fitness first and KO'd somebody, beat them down, and then went right back to the same shopping parking lot and did it again. He need his whooped. Exactly. This one of the people, when I say violence is a universal language, he needs somebody to look like Big Bubba to take care of him in that cell.
Victims, 3 separate attacks, and in all these cases, police say there was no warning. And now San Jose police say the same suspect is responsible for all 3 of these random assaults. Our crime reporter Henry Lee is live at the San Jose Police Department now with the very latest. Henry?
Claudine, the attacks indeed came without warning or reason, but now a suspect is behind bars. 32-year-old David Jaime Martinez is now in jail, accused of a frightening series of random attacks across the city.
The San Jose Police Department has made an arrest of a suspect responsible for a series of unprovoked violent attacks.
The first incident occurred at the 24-hour fitness at McKee and North Jackson on February 23rd.
We had an elderly male victim who was exercising inside the gym when the suspect, unprovoked, approached him, punched him in the face, and continued to strike him multiple times, even when he was on the ground.
The attack was so severe the man lost consciousness and was taken to a hospital. Then, about 2 weeks later, on March 8th, police say the suspect returned to the same shopping center and attacked another elderly man walking in the parking lot of Chavez Supermarket near the gym.
When the suspect, again, without any provocation, no reason, approached the victim, punched him in the face.
That victim also fell to the ground, and once again, the suspect continued to attack the man while he was on the ground. The victim was taken to the hospital and stitched up. The next day, on March 9th, the suspect ended up at Concentra Urgent Care on Monterey Road near Kirtner Avenue, but that didn't stop him. Police say even while he was a patient, Martinez punched a man in the head, causing him to fall back and also lose consciousness.
Why is he on the streets, you guys? Why don't no more people know about this fool? We gotta, do me a favor so people know about at least this story, because when you hit the like button, YouTube sends up a signal and more people can come over and see stories like this. That's because the word's not getting out. And the police should have been on this a long time ago. Elderly people, he's doing this. I mean, they lucky that he got arrested. He could have hurt somebody to the point where they lost their lives. That's crazy.
Our detectives were able to positively identify the suspect, David Martinez, and successfully tie him to all the previous incidents.
On Sunday, Martinez was involved in a dispute with a relative on Giddle Court, a cul-de-sac near South Jackson and Bambi Lane.
Suspect Martinez assaulted one of his family members and brandished a machete.
Officers arrived, but he barricaded himself inside the home. Police eventually got him to come out, and he was arrested. The suspect was arrested on numerous counts of assault. Now, because of the sheer randomness of all this, police believe that there may be other victims who may not have come forward yet. If you believe this to be the case, contact San Jose.
What he said, look at Bink Jones. Bink said, bro, finna get the fights he want now. Yeah, you right. You said a mouthful right there. You said a mouthful. Because as soon as they be like, yo, what you in here for? If they start reading this paperwork, you know what homeboy in here for? Whack, whack. Exactly. They're gonna hit a 2-piece and a biscuit. That's what he gonna get. 2-piece with the biscuit.
Police live in San Jose. Henry Lee, KTVU, Fox 2 News.
Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go. We gotta report this news and get people out like that, because y'all never know. With the wrong type of judge, he might get out. Oh, you think not? How many times did they report how much things that he did? How many times did they already reported that he got cases already? He beat up his own cousin, pulled out the machete and went for it. So you think he worried about anybody else? If they let him out, he probably do something even worse. Let's go, y'all. Let's get it. Let's get on over to Phoenix. The APS employee saves a toddler on the run. You know how sometimes your kid gets away from you and you're like, come here, get back over here. You're walking down the street and they run and you're like, Sammy, get back over here. You know, you're trying to be a cautious mom, but sometimes you never know. Sammy might be on some hungry, yeah, epa. You know how some of them kids, they can run. They get fast after a while and you can't get them. You can't catch them. Luckily, over in Phoenix, out of the corner of his eye, APS worker saw a child about to run into 3 lanes of traffic and stopped them. Yeah, watch it. Yeah, I'm quoting Speedy Gonzalez. Hungry, yeah, epa. Did you guys see that they try to arrest Speedy Gonzalez with the illegal immigrants? That was hilarious, y'all. ICE tried to come after Speedy Gonzalez, but that's a whole nother episode of Our Bottom Line. We're going to do that later. Let's keep on moving forward, because I'm happy about this APS worker, because if it wasn't for him, Lord knows what would have happened to this baby.
Welcome on into the news at noon. We begin with this big story. A toddler running down a busy Phoenix street in downtown, rescued by APS workers.
Not a sight that you want to see on any given day. It happened back in March, and the heart-stopping moment was caught on camera. Fox 10's Ashley Rodriguez is live from 2nd Avenue and Grant, where it all went down. Ashley, remarkable. This toddler is okay.
Absolutely. Right place, right time, or divine intervention. And I only asked that because it was a series of unexpected events.
Yeah, and it's a series of unexpected events that you wouldn't see anywhere else but on Our Bottom Line. Working on 500 likes right now. You guys call it. Do you want to see the scrub brush in the bathroom, or do you want the merch? Because we got about 26 pieces left. And yes, if we make it up to 500 likes today, which we're anticipating, I'm going to be sending out 6 keychains. These are the last ones from this first collection. If you have this, that means that you've been down since day 1. This is our first series of the keychain. After this one, there will be different styles, and they're going to be probably like another 3 months before we come with the next style. Same thing goes for the decal. These are 26 pieces left, and whoever's in the chat, that's right, you guys. We have to get up to 500 likes today. Don't have to give up no money. All you got to do is give up your address, and I'm going to send you these, right? We only got enough for 12, so we're going to do 6 and 6. So if we reach 500 likes, I'll be sending out 6 keychains, and I'll be sending out 6 decals to 6 random emails. That's right. I'll be pulling 6 emails. 6 people will get keychains, and 6 people will get decals. For everybody else that feels like a treat, I'll even go get the scrub brush. That's right, you guys. I'll even show you the scrub brush. The one that we talked about the other day. See, y'all got to stick around to know the inside jokes. And also, go to the Discord and become a member, because when you go to the Discord, you find out what's happening in different areas. 55 Coffee House, what's going on with Teddy, how Sam's getting it in with the squats, Mr. Sam Champion representing how we said it yesterday, Sam, talking the talk and walking the walk. That's right. We don't only get busy over here. We have our own Discord as well, the Our Bottom Line Discord, where the family comes together after the show. It's even more jumping in this chat. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go.
That happened to APS troubleshooter Robert Butler that day. I mean, his training went extra long.
Thank you,
He had
Skill
extra
Derek.
paperwork, and it all caused him to have to leave work late. So take a look at the surveillance video where all of this was captured. It captured the moments just after 3:10 in the afternoon, March 19th, when Butler is driving down Grant and 2nd Avenue. He notices a wagon and an umbrella on the sidewalk. Thinking it odd, he then realizes a toddler, estimated to be around 3 years old, is just booking it up the sidewalk, unaware that Lincoln, a very busy street, is just ahead of him. Butler says his heart dropped. He quickly pulls over and grabs the kid before the kid hits the intersection.
Thinking back on it now, I'm not sure if it was God or something, was divine intervention. I don't know, but there was something that day that was off the normal that just put me in.
Did y'all see that baby almost run onto that street with the circle around him? Pay attention to the circle and where he's at in his truck. Check this out.
Realizes a toddler, estimated to be around 3 years old, is just booking it up the sidewalk, unaware that Lincoln, a very busy street, is just ahead of him. Butler says his heart dropped. He quickly pulls over and grabs the kid before the kid hits the intersection.
Thinking back on it now, I'm not sure if it was God or something, was divine intervention. I don't know, but there was something that day that was off the normal that just put me at that, I guess, the right place at the right time. Just think about, like, when I get home and my son's happy to see me. So, just thinking that that little boy can be happy to see his parents or whoever.
I have to admit, when I was talking to him, I kind of teared up at that moment too. All of that emotion coming from just the fear that he felt and seeing that toddler running towards a busy street. Now we all want to know, where the heck was mom, right? So Butler says when he got out of the car, all he heard was a woman screaming somewhere down the street. He grabbed the boy and then quickly reunited him with the woman, and then they were off. So that is one very lucky woman, and that toddler definitely has angels, one of them being Robert Butler. We'll send it back to you in the studio.
Yeah, great way to put it.
Yeah. You know what made him be on point like that, right? Because he got boys. And you know what, that man was probably driving down the street and he saw something go by him. That's how that go. When you see something like that go right by and you already have children, you can see it. You're like, wait a minute, what was that? And if it was a little boy, now you're paying attention to what he's doing. He turned that truck over immediately and saved that baby's life. And you guys saw seconds later, there was traffic going by. And I like the way someone else paid attention there too. Someone else said that somebody was on the side right there and didn't do nothing. I like you guys' observations. Thank you so much, Demon Stat Stroke. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. This is like a summer joint where I had a springtime joint. I even got the Air Force Ones on today. Try to be light with it. Got to get another one, but hey, that's something to strive for. Tomorrow is going to be a little different. I was about to get the blue one too, but we're probably going to look into that as well. Green, light blue colors, pinks and blues. It's summertime, you guys. We got to lighten it up. We're going to start working on that linen as well. It's linen season, y'all. Let's get on to one of your favorite episodes that we have not seen in a little while. You know, I know you love Rena. You know, I know you love her, but you know what we got to do first? Because we don't always thank God for the bad stuff. We thank him for the good things as well. And I'm so glad that I'm such a thankful person that I want to thank the Lord for saving that child right there and for making that angel pop out and reveal his wings. The APS worker, that's right. I want to thank the Lord for allowing his angel to reveal his wings and save the life of that young man, that young baby. I'm hoping that everybody's happy, and I want to make sure that everybody's safe. And guess what, you guys? Look around and see who you can take care of too. Pay attention to the kids, see what they got going on, and you may become a new friend to somebody again. We want to thank the Lord for always doing and covering us, not only for the bad things we come to you, Lord, but we want to thank you when we see that you stepped in and prevented something. Amen. That's how you do it. You don't just pray for the bad and when something happens, you got to pray for the good stuff too. Exactly. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. Let's go. Lefties losing it. Did you know that Rosie O'Donnell says that all men are like Eric Swalwell? That's what happened when you're down with it. And I'm going there because she said it. The broken wristed click. Yeah, the broken wristed click. That's only somebody that's mental, allegedly, and possibly down with the broken wristed click. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? The broken wristed. Rosie, I don't know if she's coming or going, but I'm gonna tell you one thing. She needs to get her mind right, along with these other people. You know how we like to do it. Come on, let's see what's going on with Lefties losing it. Let's see what we got over here.
It's time for Lefties losing it. You know, climate hysteria is so 2020. But no one has told this overgrown Greta Thunberg. This is Wisconsin's Democrat Secretary of State, Sarah Godlinski.
Republicans say we don't have climate change, but this is golf-ball-sized hail in my front yard. This is not normal, and we can't keep ignoring our environment.
Yes, hail is a sure sign of catastrophic global warming. Well done, Sarah. Now let's go to the OG. Here is the real Greta Thunberg, who seems rather proud of herself. She's achieved the label of the second most dangerous anti-Semite in the world. Aim higher, love. Go for gold.
Apparently, recently, the Israeli government released a report where they identify me as the second most dangerous anti-Semite in the world. And the reason is for me using terms such as genocide, siege, and mass starvation to talk about the situation in Gaza. Anyway, the genocide continues.
That means you're not
Maybe
going to
he'll
stop.
win next year. Now to the woman who fled America to get away from Donald Trump, only to talk about the president 24/7. Here, Rosie O'Donnell talks about her support for Democrat deviant Eric Swalwell, who has just quit Congress and his campaign to be governor of California after serious allegations were leveled against him by multiple women. I wonder, does Rosie O'Donnell know him?
I know that guy. In the what kind of way? Like spoke to him on the phone a couple times, donated money to him, I believe. Talked about him in some public appearances years ago about how I believed in him and his cute little family and 2 kids and standing up to all those people when he, berates them for their moralist behavior.
Rosie went on to say Swalwell broke her heart with his moralless behaviour, but then listen to this absolutely crazy misandrist nonsense she spews, essentially absolving Swalwell of all responsibility.
You know the conclusion I've come to, men suck.
Yo, who got the children of the corn haircut, Teddy? Who was that? That's crazy. Teddy said they got the children of the corn haircut.
Men suck. The way that they are physiologically, they can't sort of control their sexual urges.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine if all she got to do is take a picture with her underwear on, just her underwear and a t-shirt? Trust me, anybody that look at that picture is going to be able to control all of their urges, except for one. It's gonna be like Family Guy. A whole house gonna be. You want them to control their urges? Take a picture and send it to them. Since you got so much to say about men.
This is what I find.
All men suck, Rosie. Really, all men can't control their sexual urges. Seek help and fast, please. Now, this next.
All right, let's go, because we got a little bit of mixing up to do right now. Yes, sometimes we go back to the craziness because it just keeps on happening. And you guys, North Carolina, get yourself together. Get yourself together. I don't know what's going on down there in Charlotte, y'all. But we're going to have to start this one off with a prayer in the beginning. And we're going to start it off with a prayer in the beginning right now. I want to pray for this 25-year-old woman. She has had unconsciously eaten with a B on the front, unconsciously on a bus, and the riders are reacting to this terrible situation. She's in the hospital recovering, but yes, unconsciously by a man and another woman trying to get her off the bus. And it's happening in broad daylight out here, you guys. You guys have to be very careful. I'm thinking that Charlotte is enough safe place, and hopefully that it doesn't happen like that. A lot of people think we're gonna retire, go down south. Well, guess what? It's still going down south too. Charlotte, we want to pray for the victim and hopefully that this doesn't happen again and she's okay. I'm going to pray first on this one, you guys. Let's get on over and see what this is about. Let's go.
Safety concerns on cats are front and center again as CMPD investigates an assault on a cats bus that left a woman unconscious. Thanks for joining us here for the news at 4. I'm Jane Monreal.
And I'm Nick Sturdivant. It happened Friday morning in Charlotte on Center Street, right off Brookshire Boulevard near I-85. WCNC Charlotte's Autumn Bracey joins us live near Center Street where this latest attack happened. So Autumn, what are people saying today?
Well, Nick and Jane, I spoke with people here in this community who ride cash transportation on a regular. They tell me the incident that unfolded is disturbing, and they're hoping more can be done to ramp up security.
A place big as Charlotte, yeah, security should be a job on the bus.
You can be minding your own business and just be victim of circumstances. Community members who use the CAT system are reacting tonight after yet another violent attack. Police say a 25-year-old woman who got on the bus near Center Street as she tried to escape the suspect who then followed her on. They tell us what started as a verbal dispute quickly escalated into a violent assault, leaving her unconscious.
We have a couple that ran onto the bus at the end of the line for the Route 3. Operator stated that the male passenger is trying to force the female passenger to get off the bus, but the female passenger is refusing.
CAT says the driver acted quickly, activating emergency protocols and calling for help. But by the time officers got there, both people involved had already gotten off the bus and left. Both Cardell and Trina tell me security should be ramped up, saying bus drivers already have too much responsibility on their plate.
It ain't even safe down there in North Carolina, y'all. It ain't even safe to ride the bus. Oh, man, we got to keep on going, you guys. We pray for that situation right there. And we're going to pray that these building workers get what they deserve. This is what I used to do. So, yes, I had to bring it to the forefront. You know them little blue uniforms, the guy with the blue shirt and the blue pants? Yeah, I was a super down there in the neighborhoods with all that. I couldn't deal with it, y'all. Because you know the stuff that they try to tell me? It's not just about being able to fix stuff. It's about being able to deal with people's attitudes. I'm like, what do you mean attitudes? Oh, you know how the rich people are. They may say things. How tough is your skin? So I'm like, wait a minute, what you mean by that? Yeah, you guys know where I'm going with that. Couldn't keep that job too long, so I do this now. Let's keep on moving forward. And I do other stuff, manage stuff instead of work somewhere. Hardest thing to do is work for a boss that don't even care about you. That's the worst thing. That's the hardest thing to do. And anybody's caught up in those situations, I feel for you, and I hope that you pray and get on the way to get out of there. But I understand that you got to do what you got to do in order to get right and then get out of there. It's going over to these building workers. I'm going to tell you just like this. Building workers, supers, porters, people that fix things. You want to know how they feel? I'll tell you right now. They feel like a DeWalt. They feel like a screwdriver. They feel like a hammer. They feel like a garbage bag. And I mean that as far as like descriptively. They feel like that's all you see when you see them. Oh yeah, can you come fix this? Can you come do that? I know that that's what their job is. But after a while, when you deal with people, when it comes down to the service industry and like fixing stuff and you're like a super, It's a really hard job. I know some supers don't do nothing, don't do too much, but that doesn't always fall back on the super. Some landlords aren't good, so you can't expect the super to do so much. So you got to understand that, you guys. But some landlords really are terrible out here. But let's get into this right here. I want to talk about this because I do feel that people that are service workers, people that like fix buildings, people that are doormen, they do deserve proper pay because they deal with a lot. Opening your door, closing the door, give them a little BS tip for $1. They got to stand out there in the cold with that long jacket on, with that hat, looking like pay these people some more money, man.
We have more breaking news tonight. We just learned 10.
And they're lucky because they're in the union. Many landlords and many buildings won't allow the union for reasons like what I just said, because they know how they're going to treat you. And if you're going to form together, it's going to be a conflict for them with what they trying to get done with their agenda.
Tens of thousands of residential building workers have voted to authorize a strike. So this could mean many of their door people, supers, porters across the city could walk off the job. Let's get out to news first. Gus Rosendale live on the Upper East Side. He's been following this for us. Gus, what do you know?
Well, Natalie, as you say, we just learned this vote to authorize the strike as thousands of union workers are rallying just here at 79th and Park Avenue. And they told me that they are ready. If they don't make a deal, they say they are ready to hit the picket line.
People used to be like, how come you never in front of the building? I'm not stupid. I come from an OG. My pops was the super first. I'm like, boy, don't be in front of that building. All you're going to hear is, oh, my toilet, my sink, my this. And I'm like this, call the office. Yeah, let them know so they can tell me. This way they know what's going on. Let's get that work order going in. Let me knock on that door, fix what I got to fix. You sign that piece of paper, I fix it. Don't come downstairs and tell me like I'm going to remember when I'm doing 70 things and it's your fault for standing down there trying to be Mr. Mayor. You got to know how to do this. I got another trick, couple more tricks I'll teach you guys that supers do. Let's go.
Union Power on Park Avenue. Members of 32 BJSEIU, the union representing 34,000 building workers who might go on strike in the coming days. Sean's been a doorman on the Upper East Side for 21 years.
We went through this 4 years ago. We got pennies, 40 cents, 30 cents another year. It's not enough. With the raise of prices and everything, we need a lot more money than that.
I want to read this right here. Ad range, they get paid, but I promise you it's not enough. It's not enough because sometimes, let me tell you something, it's like this, and that's not just their fault, it's the way their taxes are. Sometimes you'll work overtime and you'll wind up in another tax bracket and then they'll tax you even more. Ask Lisa, she'll tell you about stuff like that. How do I know about it? Because I know people on the job that had the same situation. It actually puts them into another tax bracket and sometimes it helps and sometimes it's not good for them. Also, let's say the amount of money that you get paid is really not enough for the work that you have to do. You got to be in the building all of the time. You got to be at everybody's beck and call. You gotta shovel the snow. You gotta clean this. You gotta clean up clean up the lobby. It's a lot of work that goes along with even just being a doorman. You gotta make sure you get all the packages in. If you don't have a package place, you gotta take people's packages up to the house if they don't got. It's a lot of work that come along with that. A lot.
Workers are employed at buildings across the city, except the Bronx, that are home to 1.5 million New Yorkers. Doormen, supers, maintenance, and other service staffers. A strike could leave New Yorkers stuck with doing things like securing their own buildings, taking out the trash, and making their own repairs. Is this going to happen or what?
Yeah, we're 5 days away from the strike deadline. Right now, we aren't even close in bargaining. We're nowhere on wages. We're health insurance. They're trying to make our members pay more for health insurance. And we're trying to make it so our members can afford to live in the city. So
you can't. That's another thing. You got to sacrifice your health insurance for the pay. And they try to act like they're really doing something for you when they try to give you health coverage or whatever. It's not really good coverage. They just try to give you just enough to make it legal for them to say that they got coverage for you. I'm talking about sometimes Obamacare was better than that. And there was like people that were working for the buildings that were still getting like Medicaid and stuff like that. I'm telling you guys this, they have really bad policies when it comes down to these places. And they're lucky that they're in the union and that they can voice their opinions. Some of these private buildings, they can't say nothing. If you argue, you're getting fired.
We're going in opposite directions.
The union wants better wages and working conditions. The Realty Advisory Board, representing landlords, is pushing for workers to pay for some of their health care costs. Also, lower pay for some newer workers.
New York City is a union town.
Somebody know what they're talking about. Somebody said the only way they make good money is on Christmas tips. If I could break that down for you, it's crazy. Because you tell everybody in the building it's Christmas time. And at 55, only the cash. How about that? It better not be a check, because boom, they're going to get you on that. And it's still income, so you got to report it. So let's say everybody in the building give you a tip, couple of $100. You may have like $5,000, $6,000. It's probably cool, but it still ain't worth it. Still ain't. You gotta sit there all day, deal with Mr. Johnson's crap, Mrs. Whatever's BS, this dude doing, it's not worth it. Trust me, it's not. And the people that do it, I give you guys props. Let's get on out here, because this fool don't know what he's talking about. He don't know his A from his elbow. Mr. Mom Dummy, that he's a super cat, because he's a dumb dummy. Let's go. We got to keep on going forward. We was talking about earlier the delays in the DACA renewals. Force a few revocations as they wait. I told you about this earlier. Sometimes when the naturalizations and the DACA processes are very hurtful to certain people. As you guys saw, it worked good for a bad guy. Now watch how it works for badly for a good person here. Someone that's working, someone that's been there for a long time putting it down. Watch the difference between the first person that we saw and this person right here. Check this out, you guys.
And say there are now big delays in their renewals, causing big problems for them.
DACA stands for Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals and allows undocumented people brought to the U.S. as children to continue to live and work here. NBC7's Shelby Bramer has details.
Every 2 years, DACA recipients pay more than $500 to renew their DACA status and their work permits through USCIS. This year looks a lot different, a lot slower, and for some people, it's causing a lot of pain.
I'm a customer success manager. That's the title.
It's also the job of Elsa Sanchez's dreams.
I had to adjust my mindset a little bit, trying to now going for jobs that I never thought I would go for before.
Before she got DACA back in 2012.
It has opened a lot of doors for me. I think it has made dreams possible for me.
Elsa filed to renew her DACA back in November, more than 4 months before it was set to expire on April 1st. But that day has come and gone with no word.
Now, you guys remember with the prior case, they said that the government is taking longer to verify this information because of what's going on with the government and the border right now. She's caught up in it now.
Super discouraging, just sad, really.
In November, we started to see delays.
Immigration attorney John Behar says before then, processing for his DACA clients took about 3 months, but it's now almost double that. When asked about the delays, a spokesperson for USCIS said the agency is safeguarding the American people by more thoroughly screening and vetting all aliens, which can lengthen processing times. Adding, illegal aliens claiming to be recipients of DACA are not automatically protected from deportation. 3 members of San Diego's congressional delegation signed this letter to USCIS, looking for answers on the delays they called unacceptable. No approval means Elsa can't work. She's now on unpaid leave from...
She had to quit because she didn't get her DACA cleared. So now she had to quit, can't keep the job, and now look.
That dream job, posting this video on social media of her tears on her last day.
It's not because of me. It's not because I did anything wrong. It's not because I didn't renew on time. It's simply because it hasn't got processed.
She's now dipping into her savings to pay rent. Her daughter's college tuition is due in August, but she's got an even bigger fear now.
Every movement they take is a risk that they will come across ICE or the Border Patrol or some other agency, now even the TSA, which could arrest them and possibly put them in deportation proceedings.
There you go. There you go right there, Faye. The ones who actually work are affected.
So Elsa barely leaves the house as she continues to wait.
Full anxiety. I just don't do it.
Behar said he's advising clients with DACA to submit their renewals at least 6 months before their DACA expires. He said he's also advising against travel and reminding his clients to stay out of trouble at any cost. From downtown, Shelby Bremer, NBC7.
Yeah, because once it expired, they can come and get you. So now she's just like a sitting duck waiting and hoping that she gets it cleared Yeah, you guys, you know what we're going to do. I think that was a working person right there that deserves some prayer, deserves us to get behind it. I know a lot of people feel a certain ways about it, but I actually do too. But from looking at the stories and looking directly at it, this person went through it the right way. She did it with the paperwork, so I can't look at that. I cannot negate that. She did the paperwork. They're aware that she's here. She's paying taxes. Think that they need to reconsider her case the same way they need to reconsider mine on YouTube when it come down to what happened. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to mix two things up. I want to pray for her to have strength, and I want to pray that she can get through this. Please, amen. Yeah, don't try to act like you don't get what's going on. She really went to work. She came here the right way. Don't just kick her out like that. Yeah, you took the money. You took the money from her. You let her work. Come on, guys. Got 4 computers and everything. Lord know what that lady's doing up in there. She ain't bothering nobody like the prior piece of crap. But I understand why they're vetting better because of that. And if you guys love the stories that we're bringing to you today on the #1 show on YouTube, the #1 show on YouTube is called Our Bottom Line. It's got the host, Boogotti NYC. Got co-hosts like Liberty and Justice, Casey Ramos, people like Jeffrey Spilker, Jordan, Miss Swanza. Can't forget about all of our other people like Batty Lynn, who always make sure the audio is right. Can't forget about Luigi. Got a lot of other people like, who else we got? We got Mark Dorfman. Can't forget about, I can't do it all. I can't do it all, but I love you all. You understand what I'm saying? Love you all. Let's get on over to this pastor's daughter. Don't even want to say what happened to her, but she was pow-powed as she arrived home in a car. Seems like somebody was probably watching out for her for a while. This happened in Houston. Crimes of passion. Again, well, like I told you guys in the beginning, if you can't get along with each other and you feel like you're gonna have to put your hands on her or him, go ahead and leave. There's no reason why you ever should put your hands on anybody. There's never any reason for that to justify it.
The man is accused of lying in wait and shooting at a woman when she got home from church. The suspect is now facing charges and has a broken leg after being run over by the woman's boyfriend.
And I'm sure that we can get those likes up because nobody's seen a story like this. We can get those likes up immediately because guess what's coming up next? Guess what? Nah, not yet, but we're getting there. We're getting there. How many people are going to be able to stick around for Master Chin's Heal Yourself in 5 Seconds ongoing techniques? That's what we're going to be doing. That's right. We got the best of the best. Master Chin, Heal Yourself in 5 seconds. That's going to be what we're doing. If you're going to be here today for the health and wellness section, go ahead and double tap that screen. It's about to go loco up in here, y'all. Let's go.
This happened last night on Hartwick Road in North Harris County. KPRC2 News reporter Bryce Newberry is live on Hartwick tonight with some new information. Bryce.
Yeah, Keith, we've just learned from court records that this suspect has allegedly tried to hide on the victim's property before. And after talking with law enforcement and neighbors throughout the day, we now know that the victim is a 19-year-old girl. She is the daughter of the pastor here at this church, and she got shot in the shoulder after getting home last night. We now know also that the suspect allegedly has visited and come to this church before. He recently, though, got asked to stop coming. That's according to investigators. Take a look. We have some video of the Harris County Sheriff's Office out here searching for evidence again today. We saw them outside of the home where that shooting happened last night. We also saw them here at the church canvassing for evidence.
The pastor's daughter? You serious? Pastor's daughter. The pastor's daughter. Y'all, ain't no limit to what these people is doing. They went onto the church grounds and did this.
HCSO tells me the church asked the suspect to stop coming because of unacceptable behavior. So last night, we also have video from that scene. You can see the law enforcement response because when that young woman got home from church just down the road from us, the 24-year-old shooter confronted her in the yard, deputies say, then fired a gun twice, one of those bullets hitting her in the shoulder. Her boyfriend heard and saw what happened, and here's the twist. That's when deputies say he ran over the suspect. Both the shooter and the young woman had to be taken to the hospital. They are both expected to survive.
He said, oh, you want to pow my girlfriend? Thanks for the ride, lady. Yeah, got the thanks for the ride, lady. Got the burn marks on his forehead. Okay.
And tonight, the DA's office confirms that the shooter, Emmanuel Marin, is facing 2 felony charges. At last check, he has now been booked into the Harris County Jail. Now, some initial information that we got from the sheriff's office this morning indicated that this may have been some sort of stalker situation, but the sheriff's office has since clarified today that they really had no restraining orders and they didn't have any calls for service indicating any sort of previous stalking activity. But investigators do still have a lot to piece together here, as we now know that this churchgoer who was asked to stop coming is now accused of shooting the pastor's daughter. We're live in North Harris County. I'm Bryce Newberry, KPRC.
I told you guys. I told you. And I'm going to say it. We can almost make something up in our head. Like, okay, this is going to happen. Blah, 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 blah. In about 2 weeks, it's like the algorithm gets it and just put it on somebody and they just wind up doing it. The stupidest and the most craziest thing that you can ever come up with. You mean to tell me you went onto church property and did something like that? You serious? You're not thinking about the Father, Son, the Holy Spirit. You're not thinking about love. You're not thinking about what could happen to your soul. This is the stuff that I'm talking about. Who's teaching them? Who's not teaching them? And that's why you got to be careful. Because you'll be thinking that you're talking to somebody that's going to be able to have a logical conversation with you, argue with you or whatever like that. No, no, no. They go from 0 to 100 real quick. Be careful, you guys. Be careful. Be careful. All these people you're meeting up with and hanging out with is crazy. The audio is nice and crisp, Boogotti. Thank you so much, Still Derek. I really appreciate that. That's because of people like Sam Champion, Mark Dorfman. Who else put up for these new mics? Because you know we got the old ones too, right? This is the old one right here. This is the old one that we used to use. We've been going so long that we're going through mic sets, y'all. This mic set is done. We blew this mic set out. But you guys last month when y'all put in, we ain't got another one. So I actually got a couple more things that we need to get going because I'm about to start going out into the field. And I would really like to get one of those iPhone 17 hookups with the cameras and all of that so that we can get good footage outside. So I'm working on putting a budget together for that. But I got a couple of other things I need to take care of. And I know it's hard out here for a pimp. So I don't try to hit your pockets up. I ask you guys instead of hitting me up with money, because I know it's rough. I don't try to ask you guys, but I would like to take it in the form of likes. That's right, LIKES. Hit that, double tap that screen and get those likes up. And also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? That's right, you guys. Let's keep on going. We got more over here from Atlanta. And how we going to do it? Come now, selector. How we do it? We're coming in the party with the spliffers and see. That's the only place that I really want to be. That's right, you guys. We getting into it. I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down. That's what they were saying over in Atlanta. 300 pounds of that real good stuff. There you go, guys. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They found it during a routine eviction. Imagine you're the sheriff or you're coming to knock on the door and say, excuse me, miss, landlord said you got to go. You're putting a sticker up on the door. Next thing you know, hey, what's that smell? Hey, and the next thing you know, it leads you to 300 pounds of that good stinky stuff. Come on, y'all. I know y'all gonna be tight about this. Wait a minute. No, they didn't get it all. Yes, they did.
A mother behind bars and 3 men on the run after a routine eviction ends up as a massive drug bust. It happened on the 5,000 block of Canterbury Way in South Fulton. That's our top story tonight. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Courtney Bryan.
And I'm Russ Spencer. The county marshal's department says it found some 300 pounds of marijuana at a home there. Fox News' Christopher King spoke exclusively with investigators about the bust and joins us live in South Fulton with more. Christopher?
Ross, Courtney, it all went down right here at this subdivision. The marshal's department says yesterday morning they told a woman who lives at a home here she had to move out. When they came back, the house was empty except for hundreds of pounds of something very illegal. It's quiet up there. Tabitha Rhodes could not believe it.
It's very surprising.
Fulton County Marshals on Tuesday stopped at this home on the 5,000 block of Canterbury Way.
You know somebody put it in the air. Look at Faye Faye. I know that they mad about that loss. Come on, you guys. You gonna see this anywhere else? Tell the truth. You gonna see this type of show anywhere else? You gonna see these type of clips, type of information? No. Let's work on getting those likes up because I know it's enough people over here. Let's get them up. I don't want to see nothing but zeros right now after one number. I don't want to see 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2s. I want to see solid numbers. I want to see 500. That's what I want to see right now. I don't even want to see 3 nothing because I can't even see the numbers. I only could see the back of the camera. When I used to could see the numbers, that's when I used to go crazy and make you guys do all types of crazy stuff. I used to stop the video and say, hey, if you guys are not going to click, matter of fact, I'm going to do it. If you're not going to hit that like button, y'all can go ahead and kick a rock for a block. You know why? Because I look at it like this. Been over here all day working and busting my behind, stacking videos, making sure it looks good for you guys. And I'm asking you guys to do something for free that don't even cost you no money. And you already tight as a roach's ass. Oh man, y'all don't give up no money. Y'all are tight as a roach's ass. Always complain, I'm broke. I ain't got it. Soon as I get my check, I'm gonna get $2. So I'm going there today. I'm going all the way there because I don't do that. When there's somebody needs something, and let me tell you something, you got more class and more style when you handle things that way. And guess what? When you don't hold it so much, you actually get it coming back, especially when you put it in the right place. So all the old cheapos out there that can't spend $2.99 on a membership, like I said, you guys can kick a rock for a block. And I hope you scrape your foot as you kick the rock, because I don't care. Do too much work, too much sequencing, and got too much people here and too much seriousness to ask you guys for a like. That don't cost no money. Come on now, y'all can get better than that. I see about if I was trying to go in your pockets asking for something, but a like is free. Subscribing is free. And if you've been here this long, that must mean you like what you're doing. You're being here, right? So that's all we're saying. Hit the like button. We don't want to see nothing but 500. That's all I want to see. I don't even want to see 400. I'm being greedy today. Because if you ain't giving up no bread, I should deserve at least a cheap old like. You know what I'm saying? Can I get a double tap? Let's go.
Get 'em! Served an eviction notice. They ended up executing a drug bust.
It was very strange in this instance.
This officer, who was part of the investigation, wants to remain anonymous. He says another officer showed up Tuesday morning to tell the woman who lived at this home he was here to evict her.
It was a courtesy warning.
Officers came back 8 hours later.
Noticed several male individuals inside the residence as well. We heard loud banging coming from the garage area.
The investigator says what appeared to be a rental truck and a pickup truck were backed up to the garage.
While we were clearing the residence, those males jumped in the vehicles and left the scene.
He says the men left the woman behind.
The eviction crew discovered numerous boxes within the garage, all containing suspected marijuana in large quantity, approximately 334.8 pounds.
Officers arrested Carlicia Arnold.
We were shocked, just absolutely shocked that they would move everything else out of the house but leave the marijuana inside.
They obviously thought they had something more valuable to get out of the house with, so that they didn't bother to try and get the marijuana. That's my thought.
Now, the Marshals Department.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'm a bitch sometimes. Jordan Dowdy for always showing up. And thank you. I'm going to break this down right here. I never did it myself. And thank you so much, Faye, for the $10. Everybody show some love. Show some love. And yes, we always laugh. We always have fun. I even love reading you guys' comments. I'll be dying laughing. But I want to break down this story right here. Thanks, Faye. Thank everybody for the super chats. Y'all show some love because they ain't had to give me jack. I appreciate it. And everybody who remembered up and got your gloves, I really appreciate you too for showing that you guys are dedicated. And you know one thing? Just because of that, I'll be here every single day. Like I've been here. So Al, go rhythm. You hear me, Al? Go rhythm. Yeah, you got a fight on your hands, boy. Yeah, you know how I get down. I want to get back into explaining the story, though. They're talking about I can't understand why they took all the furniture and left the drawer and left the bud. I'm going to break it down to you why. You ready? Because the owner of that apartment could have did A, which is there's going to be a few months here, a little while before you guys got to get up out of here. So you can use this as a stash crib. She's broke. She has no bread. So you know what they did? Gonna give you a little bit of money to use this crib as a stash crib. You feel what I'm saying? Or maybe they thought that they were gonna be there longer and they were setting up to try to make something happen out of that place. Yeah, I don't want to hear nothing about why they took the furniture and left everything else. Because think about it like this. She was supposed to. She was getting evicted. Let me get all my stuff up out of here. But I'm dead broke. What can I do with that spot to make some money off of it with my bad mind thinking since I'm already getting evicted? Yes. Let me see if I can get these D-rug dealers to give me some money. So that's what she did. Did you guys ever see what's the name of that movie with LL Cool J and Omar Epps? What's the In Too Deep, I think, right? In Too Deep did the same thing when he walked up on and said, you know, I take care of the rent. Such and such gonna come by the crib a little later, and we're gonna tighten you up if you need anything else. That's what that's about. Ain't nobody stupid. Miss Swanza, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. We appreciate you. Best chat ever. You hear that, YouTube? Thank you so much. Ain't nobody stupid. I've been around the block a few times. She tried to sell that crib to some hooks, to some dudes to get some money. She ain't dumb. She's like, if I'm going out, let me get a little bit of money with it.
Barbara says 2 children lived at the home with Arnold. The Marshals Department also says their grandmother picked them up.
Thank you, Tanya. Show some love to Tanya right now for the 1999 super chat, showing some love, because she ain't had to give me jack. Yeah, they throttling me right now. Gonna see cracked out numbers or whatever, but guess what? I'm gonna keep on bringing the same level of intensity, the same high-powered show. After 15 days, algorithm. I'll meet you in another room. Let's go. Let's keep going.
Carlicia Arnold is charged with trafficking marijuana. Those 3 men who were there at the house at the time, they are now on the run, also wanted for trafficking.
They're on the run, that's right, because they went to drop that off. And you guys ain't noticed another thing. This how much Boogotti pay attention. Let's go and bring it back a little bit. I'm gonna show you something. Show you how much I pay attention. Let's open the screen up. Nobody noticed the ATL on the side of the boxes? Nobody noticed the ATL on the side of the boxes. This is not just a one-off. If you're smart like me, you know that this is a what? Yeah, this might be a conspiracy. Might be able to get a real one out of this, because that's Atlanta drop-off. Where's the boxes for NYC? Where's the box? Yeah, now you guys are getting it. Home Depot boxes. Who packed those boxes? What's going on with that? All the same black tape. Nobody gonna pay attention to that. I would. If I was a detective, I'd be the worst. Okay, ATL on the side of the boxes. Let's trace that. Must be more. Probably other states. I'd have been a chief or somebody high up ranked by now. Come on, y'all. Y'all gotta pay attention to every little thing. Why? Because it's in your center, it's in your view, and you gotta pay attention to what's in your view. Just like you gotta pay attention to your body. Exactly. Pay attention to everything. Exactly. Oh, we about to work out. Oh, you ain't know? We going there today, y'all. Let's get, I'll take the jacket up because I'm about to get down with you. And there's things that we can do together. I already said it. I love this section right here. This is health and wellness with our bottom line. Let's go, y'all. Let's get it. I'm going to take off my jacket like it's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a wonderful day in this neighborhood. Won't you be mine? Thank you so much, Lisa, from 55 Coffee House. I appreciate you so much. One of our best family members, 100% better than any other podcasters or news show. I try to tell them, and it's not my fault. Y'all do this. Y'all get me turned up like this. Y'all make me like this. You made me better. Yo, keep the hat off. Yo, put the suit on. You guys created the monster. It's not my fault. All I do is show up every day, and I work for us. Now we got to get on over to Master Chin. Heal yourself in just 5 seconds. I want you guys to be able to heal yourselves. I want you guys to be able to be calm. I want you to make sure that the blood is flowing. I want you to make sure that your body is circulating. We got to pay attention to movements. And guess what? If you don't move it, you will lose it. So how we're gonna call this part right here. Thank you so much, Audrey. The $1.99 is just like 100, because I appreciate you just as much. Thank you, Boogotti. Everybody show Audrey some love. Y'all ready? I like to move it, move it. Here we go. Let's get it. It's Friday. I don't know why y'all ain't acting up. He gave us a whole nother week, and it's going into Saturday. Y'all chilling? Come on now, let's go. Master Chin, Lynn, heal yourself in just 5 seconds. The Qigong technique. If you have Discord, you already got this video available to you. If you're in a Discord, you already can click on it and look at it. And you ain't got to worry about no more about it ever going anywhere. Same thing about the growing videos. We're going to start updating every video we do and putting them in the grow sections and whatever we're talking about so that you guys can go back to the Discord and see those videos. Now we got to get into Master Chin, because he's going to be talking about healing yourself in 5 seconds. The Qigong technique. I'm not playing around right now, you guys. You know I take time and I pay attention to these videos. If it gets past me, it's ready for you guys. It got past me. After a couple of things he said, I said, oh yeah, we're showing them this. We're going to get into this right now. How are we going to do it? We're going to break it down with titles and stuff like this. When you move your hand slowly, your muscles are slowly able to invite the hunt back, the blockage back. We have been going through so many deep blockages and challenges and information. From the cellular level to the gentle movements, you're able to invite the energy to pass through your body. When you move fast, you're moving for muscular, but when you move slow, you're inviting the chi into your body. And this is healing properties. It's real. Check this out. I'm not trying to play with you guys. If people that live long, I pay attention to them. People that been arrested, they tell me how to stay out of trouble. I kind of listen to them, but I don't really know. What I'm trying to tell you guys is get information from people that actually have a little bit of history in the category, know what they're talking about. Teddy Marcel, thank you so much. Purple Hearts, it's the chat if you love the show. Y'all see what he said right there. You guys, here we go. I want to break this down. Hopefully you guys get this. I'm telling you, if it gets past me, it's good enough for y'all and you're going to love it.
A lot of chronic problems like heart problem, diabetes, and high blood pressure, and cancer happens. That's because of these energy blockages going already deep into the bone and into the bone marrow.
Energy blockers go into the muscle and then they go into the bone and then they go inside the bone marrow. There are ways to prevent this. Yes, you guys see them doing the chi all of the time. You see them doing things like this. You see the Chinese people patting the back of their hands. You see them doing this. 7, 6, 7, 8, 9. You see them doing this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They're not just doing that for no reason. Trust me, it's for a reason. Let's go.
So now you need to invite these energy blockages to transform.
The healer and wellness coach. Yeah, we going there today. Transforming your energy.
When you move your hands and body slowly, your muscles slowly, and you're able to help you to invite the chronic blockages, which have been going so deep, staying so deep within you, causing the blockages and challenges from the cellular level. So through this gentle movements, you're able to invite that energy blockages to transform.
Thank you so much.
Now, generally speaking, illnesses develops in this way. First of all,
this is how illnesses and sicknesses, it travels through your body in this way. Energy, you guys, it actually has something to do with energy and what you're storing. Sometimes I feel bad or a cold coming on or feeling sick. I can actually get it to go away. I don't know how I can do it. I feel a certain way and I can get it to go away. I'm telling you, it really works.
It is on the surface of the skin. It's a very light blockage. So maybe because of the changes of the weather, something you eat, not agreeable to your body or your emotions, so all these things, a little here and little there get cut in the body. If you do something to help to invite that energy blockages to transform, and that energy blockage doesn't have a chance to go deeper. But many times we have the energy blockage, we don't know, and we do not do enough to help to transform that energy. So
now you feel sick and you're like, yeah, I can't get over it. You have to keep on pushing, keep on doing something. You finally get over it. It's the same way when you got energy in your body. You got to keep on pushing until you get it out. You might have a stubborn pimple. I never had a pimple like this. You got to keep on doing certain things before you get everything out. Life changes, different things happening, mental blockages, stress, all sorts of things. I get stressed out and I feel a certain ball in my stomach. That's what I'm saying. I feel like a ball in my stomach, but then I tell myself, I try to calm down, drink some water, breathe a certain way, feel a certain way, and you can release those tensions and things like that. These are the energies that we're talking about being able to control, because if you keep those energies inside of your body, in your gut, they can go to different places and form disease and different things. First it goes into the muscle, then it goes into the bone, and then into the marrow. They broke it down. I get it now.
So this energy blockage goes deeper into the muscle. And then it continues to grow and goes into the bone and even the bone marrow. That will become strong and serious chronic problems. A lot of chronic problems like heart problem, diabetes, high blood pressure, and cancer happens. That's because of these energy blockages going already deep into the bone marrow. So now you need to invite these energy blockages to transform. Now, how can you invite these energy blockages to transform? Well, there's many ways, and here Qigong way is a very powerful way to go deeper, in a slowly way, into that bone marrow level to help you to transform the energy. So that's why we need to do the slow movements. Fast movements can't do it. No.
First of all, he looked like one of the karate men, so you already knew it was over when he started doing this with the karate suit on. I was like, oh yeah, I don't care, I love it. Yeah, you know I'm a karate man over here. I like the karate suit and all of that. And I always see the old ladies, for some reason, no matter what they got on, when they start doing forms, the body just looks so nice and it looks so big, so good. No matter what your body looks like, when you start doing the forms, I love to see people doing that. And it's for a reason. Now we understand why they do it.
Fast movements only can help you to strengthen the muscles. But
fast movements only help you to strengthen the muscles, but
it doesn't invite the intelligence of the chi to help you, and it doesn't have that energy to help you to clear the energy blockages in the cellular level. So that's why we do Qigong practice every day. Today, we're going to do the first movement of the 5 elements healing movement and moving of yin and yang. So let's get to it.
We're going to do the first 5 movements of the chi, of the yin and yang. Let's go.
Now, first of all, you need to activate the energy channels in your body before you go deeper with the movement. So hold your hand and tap the beginning of the eyebrows 9 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the face. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Tap the top of the head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Base of the head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now tap the tailbone to activate the kidney chi.
You guys think this is funny right here, but I really want to explain to you. This is for sciatica, kidneys. He's punching on his butt like this. I don't care, call it what you want. Sciatica. Yeah, this is what he's doing right here. That's what he's doing. For the sciatica, you guys, get it flowing and get it moving. I ain't playing around. Let's go. Let's get it. I want you guys to see that this stuff actually works.
Base of the head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now tap the tailbone to activate the kidney chi.
That's the kidney chi.
Now the hip joints. Okay, so now let's do the bouncing. Focus on your knees. Inhale with the nose. Exhale through your mouth. Do it slowly, gently, and deeply. Take 5 seconds or more to inhale, and take 5 seconds or more to exhale. When you take 10 seconds total together to inhale and exhale, so in 1 minute, you only have 6 breaths. You see, and you are able to collect more chi, more energy from the universe in this way. So when you bounce, let go with the shoulders. Don't hold your shoulders tight. Just drop your shoulders. And relax your stomach, your hips. Now Now have your hands up. Continue to
Feel the
bounce and
sweat
let
under
go
my
with the
arms. I
rest.
know. I'm working, y'all. I'm working. Sweating.
Continue to inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. And don't forget to put a smile on your face. And while you're doing so, you are aware of what you are doing at this moment. Okay, so now put your hands down. Hug your feet about your shoulder width. Now close your eyes. Focus on your lower dantian, which is deep in behind the navel.
Right here. Two hands, two hands. Two hands.
3 gentle deep breaths. Inhale, visualizing the universal love and light coming in through the skin, running through all the gaps of cells and organs, and then collects in your lower dantian.
Your dantian.
Exhale, visualize just light shooting out from the lower dantian through the skins to the ends of the universe. Now, take 30 seconds to tell the universe what you want. What is the purpose for you to do this meditation together with me? You can say, through this meditation, Qigong meditation and practice, I'm going to open up all the energy channels in my body. All the aches and pains in my body will be gone and I'll be completely healed. Then you say the spring force Qigong practice password. I am in the universe. The universe is in my body. The universe and I combine together. And you take a moment to feel your body and the universe merging together as one. When your body and the universe are merging together as one, how that feels to you. Now bring yourself way back to the beginning of the universe. Feel how that energy feels to you. Fingers slightly open. Put your tongue against the roof of the mouth. If that's possible, close your lips. And now slowly, raise your hands up. Right hand facing your upper chest. Left hand facing your belly button. Visualize at this moment
you're holding
that you are holding a column of light.
Visualize that you're holding a column of light
inside your torso, starting from the bottom of the torso up to the top. Take a moment to feel that column of light. Do you feel the tingling sensation in your hands, fingers? Now bend your knees a little. Then you start moving your hands. Right hand moves out and down. Left hand moves in and out. Down to the bladder level. Up to the forehead level. Then left hand moves out and down. Right hand moves in and out.
Now we're going for the chi. You're working the chi.
Move your hands slowly.
You're controlling the beam of light.
Feel the energy.
Control the beam of light.
You use your elbows to guide the movement. And use your hands and fingers to feel the chi. Visualize at this moment, you are facing the ocean so peaceful, the ocean is so calm, it's so sunny. And you can breathe a happy breath from the universe, from the ocean. The fresh air is coming in through your skin, through your nose, running through your entire body, and collects in your lower dantian. And you feel so happy that you are having this opportunity to do Qigong meditation together with me.
Right down to the chi. The chi is right here, right in the middle, right behind your belly button. That's where you feel that stress at sometimes.
Make sure you stretch the fingers a little bit open.
And you don't have to do it that long.
If you feel any itchy sensation or any sensation in the body, that means the channels are opening up in that particular part of the body. And the energy blockages are being transformed. Now we are coming to the end of this movement. Slowly put your hands down, both hands facing your belly button. Command left hand inside. Wingman, right hand inside.
Left hand inside for men, right hand on the inside for women. Just like this.
Take a deep breath. And slowly straight up your knees. Put your hands down.
Yeah, that's it, you guys. Basically, what's going on here is like a lot of, like, kind of like when you seen The Last Dragon with the glow. When you got the glow, 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 the glow. When you know you got it, basically you become one with your body. The reason why you're saying it like a beam of light, because you're getting the functions going on, you're getting the flow going on, just like this. Now you're being calm, you're bringing everything in together. And yes, you bring your hands down, men with the left hand on the inside, like he said, man with the hand on the left side right there, women on the right side. Give it a little bit of space and just calmly be at peace. Just calmly be at peace. Yeah. If we have our bodies that can actually flow with all of these circular systems, we have veins, we have a mind and a brain that can do things. Some of these things and what's going on with these control and understanding our patterns, our movements and the way that our circulatory is, we have to calm down and realize and understand our bodies as well, our blood flow, the pressure. We have to calm down sometimes and do nothing because that's a cheat day. Another thing that we're going to bring up on the show as well, a cheat day, where you're not working so hard, where you're rewarding yourself because of all of the work that you've done. That's right, you guys, a cheat day. If you can't do an entire cheat day, I encourage a cheat hour, because that may be something that you guys will reward yourself with and you look forward to doing it. I do it all of the time when I do a workout. Every time I do a workout, I work out really hard for a certain amount of time and I reward myself with something. Because yes, you deserve a reward. And that's why I say a cheat day. We're doing this every single day. This is a day that we need to just come on here and be like, yo, for the whole episode, we're going to just kick it. Yep, we're going to do the spotlight in the health and wellness section because we never get a chance to do nothing like that. We're going to kick it. So yes, one day, we're not going to just come here and do anything that got to do with health and wellness. We're going to just kick it for like 15 minutes in the health and wellness section. That's right. In that section, going to talk, see what we can talk about. Maybe we can get some ideas going. Anybody having some personal problems, we'll all be able to speak about it because as a community, we can use each other. We can help each other out. There may be a lot of people that don't like that video, probably didn't get nothing from it. There's probably a lot of people that actually did. But you know how we do over here. We're not just one-sided with the information. And we're not just going to give you part of something and not give you other parts of it. We did a list yesterday of over maybe 260 different topics that we can cover in the health and wellness section. And we're doing that. We're going to make sure that we cover every single aspect of it to make sure that we got the topic taken care of. So like I said, I hope you guys love a lot of the content. Some of the stuff will be for you and some of the stuff will not be here. I mean, be for you. Liberty, I think she came in for a little while and she had to go. But yes, some people, like I said, they will get it and some people won't. And some videos will be for you guys and some won't. How many of you guys like the planting in containers yesterday? How many of you guys like the working out video with the squats the day before? That's why I'm trying to tell you guys, you got to be different over here. And once you have information on every different part of different things that are going on, you'll be let's just say well-versed in a lot of different things. Yeah, you might not want to know about the chi, but you know something about it. Yeah, you might not be a big grower or whatever, but you've seen it done and you know what's going on about it. So now you're not a stranger to what's happening. The one above all, thank you so much. I appreciate you for the $20 super chat, and I hope you guys had a fantastic show. We got one more thing to get into before we do our thing. You know, I don't even normally do it like this, but I want to tell you guys I appreciate the fact that you guys came through today. I think we're having a fantastic show. The hand movements, the meditation. Also, want to let you guys know, if you do want to send in that email, all you got to do is go to the email address. Go to our Discord, and you'll be able to check out and see what's. You'll be able to copy paste the email. I encourage it because we said that we're going to do that here. We're the type of family that sticks together. So all I want you guys to do, go to the Discord, Our Bottom Line. Yes, it has one selection there where you can go right in where it says we got struck by YouTube. Copy paste. Change the name, send it into legal at YouTube, and let them know that we don't play that around here. First of all, like we said, wasn't our video. I was not handling anything. You get mad at me for playing a video that you already cleared. It's madness. Had this channel for 15 years and never had a strike. That's the only thing that I don't like. The strike is gonna hurt me because now I'm on pins, because now if you get another strike out of nowhere, you never know what's gonna happen. And I'm more like this. Give me what I deserve. If I deserve the F, if I deserved it, give it to me. But if it's something that you guys did, y'all need to look into that straight up and down, because what they did was dead wrong. That's why I'm fighting so much and why I'm being this way. And there's nothing wrong with defending yourself. I want you guys to know that. Yes, they run the show, and yes, they could harm it. They could do a lot of detrimental things. But when you're talking the truth and you really have something to really say, and what I'm saying is the truth, I did not handle anything and I'm getting in trouble for something like that, they need to look into that the same way I told them. Look at the video, see what's going on, and because of your copyrights, your rights and what you say, it's okay for us to do that. I'm reporting on information. I'm telling you guys what's going on about your freaking video. Ain't got nothing to do with me over here. Ain't my fault. How you gonna get mad at me for playing a video that you guys already cleared? I'm gonna keep on saying that. Let's keep on moving, you guys, because I'm not playing this morning. And yes, like I said, I love all the animals, dogs, cats, horses, like yesterday, bears, gorillas. We don't care over here. Check this out. This stray kitten crashed a workout to find a forever home. Yes, we love the cats too. CJ the cat, all of y'all that love the cats, this for y'all. Let's go.
Rosie approached me was in a calisthenics park in Cyprus where I live while I was training. And it was super cute because I made push-ups and she pressed her head against my chest, also against my head and against my arms. It wasn't possible anymore to do any push-ups because she was interrupting it. I felt an immediate connection with her because I wasn't the only one who was training, but I was the only one who got approached. My hobby here in Cyprus is to clean the island. The area where she was living, it's full of stray cats. Unfortunately, it's super polluted there. So I decided that I will go there and clean up the place. As I have done this, she was following me everywhere. It was super cute and it was like she was supervising my cleanup and protecting me for the other cat. This is where I felt something like bonding. I didn't know that she was a stray cat. That's why on the third day, I was searching for her possible owner. The most neighbors looked at me like, We don't even know which cat it is. But I uploaded the videos in the internet, and a lot of people from Cyprus reached out and say to me, look, she has a clip on her ear, so she's fully astray. I decided to adopt her at the third day because she interrupted my training again. She was almost sitting in my backpack and she was approaching me like I'm her human. At the vet station on the bench, she was so calm and she looked at me like I'm her security or I'm her safe place or safe person. It was totally cute. And in this moment, I felt, look, I am her human, I guess. Small, it changed a lot of my daily life or how I'm seeing the world in general. I mean, I've never thought that I would get a cat, but our encounter was so strange and so special that I don't want to lose her. I'm looking at her right now and she's like my baby. I would suggest to everybody adopting a stray. These animals face greater dangers outdoors, and if you have the opportunity and time, they are so grateful for it. If I had to describe my bond with Mausi in one word, it would be chosen.
That's right, y'all.
The first time Mausi approached me was...
He named them Mousy. That's right, you guys. You know we love the animals over here, and we got to send you guys out the right way. If you're trying to promote something, get your business out there, trying to get your advertisements going on, we over here to help you. How we going to help you? We're going to put your ads in our post notification area. We almost have 75,000 subscribers, and we still going. You know why we still going? Because we're actually a good show. I actually stopped myself yesterday, and I watched one of our shows yesterday. I never watched the show before. I was like, yo, I would actually watch this. This is pretty good. That guy's pretty good. So I said to myself, you know what, boy? Keep on doing what you're doing. Keep on bringing it from the heart because they love you and they know that you love them. And you can tell. You already know it. You can tell when somebody's a BSer. Oh, you know. After a while, they're going to have to keep on with the juggling act. They're going to drop all the balls. They're going to be like this. You're going to try to run off the stage. There's no running off the stage over here, baby. We're here for the long run, and this is our channel. We did it together, and this is how we're going to do it right now. You guys trying to promote your business, trying to get it out there. We share the channel. Send over the promos. It got to be in 1080 by 1080 size frame in order to fit inside the promo area. That's right. I'll put it up in the post notification area, and boom, everybody's going to see it. I'll even put it in the Discord. That's right. We're going to put it in the post notification area and the Discord. And you guys, you do know we have a Our Bottom Line Instagram page. It's new. We've been putting up clips, putting up videos that you guys send us in. And yes, if you guys want us to put pictures and videos on the Our Bottom Line video page, Instagram page, all you got to do is send them in to bridgethisllc@gmail.com. I need all the content that I can get because now we've got a X page as well. That's right. You can go to X, which is formerly Twitter, and there is an Our Bottom Line X page as well. We're everywhere. We're doubling down. We're not playing. We got news clips, #1 show, trending topics and current events, and much, much more. And you guys, y'all know where I'm about to go with it right now. Where I'm about to go? I'm about to go to the Show Your Talent search, and that's the one that we're doing in New York, Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island, and boom, you can make up to $250 if you win in one of those boroughs, or if you're one of the people that go virtual. That's right, you get it through a Cash App. Boom, that's right. Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island, plus one person online. We're doing the Show Your Talent search. That's the talent search where you just show your talent. Don't got nothing to do with singing. Has nothing to do with dancing. It's overall talent. And if you win the overall challenge, you get $1,000. That's when we bring everybody together from all of the boroughs and they go against each other. Hosted by your boy Boogotti NYC, sponsored by Big Drip Hard Punch. That's right. The winner walks away with the bank right there. The whole kitten caboodle. They get $1,000. And where they getting it from? I ain't giving it to them. It's coming from the company. Big Drip Hard Punch. You guys want to be a part of that talent show, the one I just showed you, that Big Drip Hard Punch, the talent show? All you got to do is go over to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. www.drinkbigdrip.com. Go to the first page, put your email address right in the notification area, and we're going to be sending you updates on where we're going to be at when it comes to the Big Drip Hard Punch and the Show Your Talent search. You guys, it's Friday. Everybody be safe. But we can't be safe until we do it the way we started it, to get out here the same way we started off, and we never forget to give it to the man upstairs. I want to pray for all of my friends, all of my real family, all of my people that hold me down in this chat every single day. Had it not been for you guys, I don't know what I would have did. Just want to let you know, one day without you drove us all crazy, just to let you know how much we care about each other. That Discord, our family, all of the ladies here, all of the things that we got going on, we are just starting out. We are about to be a force to be reckoned with. And yes, you guys, get to that Discord and join one of the other rooms that we just opened up. That's right. It's Let's Grow Crazy. It's called Let's Grow Crazy. And you know what it's about. When you go there, you're going to see all the updated videos about what we're doing in the grow section. Want to keep on moving on with these prayers. Got to get everybody in the comments. I want to make sure you're good. Praying for Batty Lynn. I'd love to pray for Celeste for love, happiness, peace, and success. Also want to pray for great health with Sam Champion as well. Can't forget about Dennis Jones and Shannon Hansen as well. I can't forget about Batty Lynn, Angels Among Us, Brittany, one of my favorite people there, Batty Lynn. Can't forget about Winter Rising. You're doing your thing so much. Yes, they added fuel to me. They messed up. I done win triple down and win to all platforms now. Batty Lynn want to love you and show you every single day. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't even know if they could hear me. How about that? Everybody serves their purpose, and I love every single one of you. I'm a bitch sometimes. Tony, Winter Rising, Batty Lynn, Mike Wilkins, Teddy Marcel. There you go. That's my brother right there, Teddy Marcel. Can't forget about Jordan. Can't forget about Jordan now. Can't forget about Sam. Also, can't forget about Coin Collective. Can't forget about my sister, Miss Swanza. Ad Rains, Still Derek. Who else we got up in the building? Imoxa, Collective, Sam Champion. Even though she ain't show up today, she's still number one. The number one reigning mod, the number one reigning person here besides myself. Got to give up some love. Give up some love to Liberty and Justice for always holding it down. Give up mad love for Casey. I can't forget about my brother Jeffrey Spilker, Mark Dorfman, also Sam Champion, and Winter Rising. Those are all of the mods, you guys. That's right. All of the family that's real here. Lourdes Ramos. We talking who else? Mary Tanner. Can't forget about Dot Focus. Can't forget about, what's the other one I love so much? VIP Auction Group. Can't forget about that's it. I think that's it right now. Luigi, can't forget about you. And guess what, you guys? We're going to be right back here in the morning, 6 o'clock, to do it all over again. Didn't even see your name and I shouted you out, Dot Focus. Stop playing. And you know I got to say Zion's Choice before I get up out of here. Now I'm going to keep on going. I'm a bitch sometime. Got to keep on going now because I got to make sure that my people's covered. Okay, we good now. Everybody good? Mega dub. Thank you so much for doing that. Thank you so much. God bless you guys. Thank you so much. Amen. And with that being said, that's the end of the Friday show. This is what they call leaving it on the floor, leaving it all on the field, and I wouldn't have it no other way. I would not have it no other way than sweating and leaving up out of here, because no matter what those numbers say, we still know that we're number one, and we still know that nobody can mess with us. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, every day, right here on YouTube. You guys know what it is. 6 o'clock tomorrow, same channel, right here. And like I always tell you, y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that y'all came here to chill with me this Friday, I appreciate you. So until tomorrow, 6 o'clock in the morning, got 'em. Peace. See you guys in the morning.